football game.
No, it's not. They are 3-1 so far on the season. Their only loss comes last week against Thayer, and Thayer pretty well whipped them 36-0. So, they could be out for blood tonight.
Talk of the stands from the Salem radio station, and the game was played pretty close until Salem got the lead, and then a mistake or two just before the end of the first half of play, and all of a sudden Thayer's up 21-0, and they never looked back in that football game. We're about ready to play football, and that football will involve your Ava Bears as they get ready to take on the Salem Tigers, about to lace it up and get ready to rock and roll. And Art, I'm not certain why that's moving around, but for some reason you are, so we'll reset. There it is. Ava against football. Salem up next on Cause Radio.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and give you the dependability you demand. We engineer our equipment precisely at every level. It's what makes us a leader. Now, get financing as low as 0% APR for up to 60 months. Now through March 31st, 2019. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more information.
Come see your local Kubota dealer. Angela Harper, Farm Equipment, Mountain Grove.
For all your roofing and guttering needs, it's Bricks Roofing, LLC, 683-8081. We understand that you need a good job done in a timely manner and the best bang for your buck. It's Ricky Jones and the crew at Rick's Roofing, and also doing excavating work, dozing, backhoe, skidster work, septic, brush clearing, mulching, pretty much anything. Give Ricky and the crew a call, 683-8081 for Rick's Roofing, LLC.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build a policy your farm deserves. Hi, this is Jana Loge. Come see us at 902 Springfield Road or give us a call at 683-4751.
American Family Insurance.
We hit the highways a lot during the sports season, traveling to ball game after ball game, home and away. And the best one-stop shop for fuel, food, and convenience store needs is Signal Food Stores. And if you don't have one already, you've got to get the Signal Rewards Card. Start earning rewards for the purchases you make all the time anyway. And it's easy and free. These points are automatically converted into Signal Cash each night, and you can check your balance online. Signal Food Stores, your one-stop shop for when you're on the go.
Well, it is indeed homecoming night at Ava High School, and that, of course, involves Albany Wallace, Cameron Lee, Olivia Herford, your homecoming Queen Candidates. You heard the interviews with those young ladies that Monica Coram did earlier in the week. Did a great job, by the way. That's Monica's first round of interviews at Cause Radio. She did a wonderful job. And then Nate Swafford, Kate Myers, and Evan Horn. That's the royalty that we will salute at halftime. We'll have the live broadcast of that on Cause Radio. Also want to give a heads up to TDH Media, streaming our broadcast tonight on the interweb at tdhmedia.net. Have it written down somewhere. And you can also watch that little puppy, it's our understanding, also on the internet. And we had Tyson at the radio station doing a little consult work today and working on some additional things that hopefully will improve our overall approach at Cause Radio and on the internet, and those things are to come. Greg Davis is watching what's going on in the middle of the court, or football field. More specifically, Ava Salem football is next.
Town & Country Bank is a proud supporter of Ava Athletics. From sporting our Bears apparel during the day to being fans in the stands at night, the staff at Town & Country Bank has this Bear season covered. Your financial needs should be too. As you hustle from game to game this season, you can have peace of mind knowing your finances are taken care of, leaving you more time to coach, cheer, or celebrate with your favorite team. Stop by your local Town & Country Bank or visit tcbanks.com for information on our exciting new products. Town & Country Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
There's a big sale underway at Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance. We're selling our living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture with a 15% discount now through the end of October. While you're getting a great deal on furniture, check out our lamps sitting on top of a sewing machine, coffee grinder, ice cream maker, and a wringer washer. And Long Dollar sells pictures, pillows, towels, bedding, and even floral items. That's Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance in the Barn Shopping Center in Ava.
Students striving to be the best in academics, sports, and performing. And when you look for a job after graduation, come to the place that's the best industrial plant around. Emerson Climate Technologies. Working with the best. We want you to come to work with us at Emerson Climate Technologies of Ava. It is homecoming at Ava High School, and the Ava Bears play Salem in a second or two. We're going to find out who gets the football in just a moment. But don't forget, after it's all over with, Farmers Insurance agent Rosanna Proctor will present to you our post-game show, and we'll ask Coach to come up and have a little conversation about Ava Bear football after it's all said and done. And at halftime, Great Southern Bank will present our halftime scores. Some games we'll be plotting this evening: Kabul against Mountain Grove, Houston against Thayer, and Willow Springs against Mountain View Liberty. Those in particular. Greg, you were watching the activity out in the middle of the football field. What did you see?
Salem won the toss. They are going deferred for the second half, so your Ava Bears will get the ball first.
Well, what's that mean? I'm not certain we've done that yet this year. Have we lost and ended up with it on offense to begin with? Of course, you missed a couple of ball games, so, you can refer to a couple, at least. Anyway, Ava's going to end up with the football. We'll start it out. We'll go on offense and see what we can do. Stan, of course, from KSMO up at Salem, we've known for next to 500 years, and he's beginning to look at Art, in case you're wondering. He's got knee braces on and everything else, and Rick's there to help him up and down the stairs. It's a sight to behold. Maybe not quite that bad, but certainly it was worth laughing about. Now, the Ava Bears are going to come out. We'll have the football. Salem will set up on defense, and Ava will do our best to drive down on them and score. It's homecoming 2019. Ava High School. Greg is back. We're about to kick it off on a warm, sultry Friday night of football on the best radio in the Ozarks, Cause AM and FM, and streaming live on the internet on tvhmedia.net. If you can catch the video, you can watch it matched up with the audio play-by-play, or you can go to KKOZ.com streaming live, and there is something. We're about to introduce some new technology there that will allow us, we think, to stream to as many people as want to listen to it. Now, we don't have it firmed up yet, but we're working on that, and actually Tyson is helping with that particular project. We appreciate his assistance. Well, kicking this puppy off will be Bradley Gover for Salem, and back to receive should be homecoming royalty, but the ball is taken up short, and the Ava Bears will have it in the hands to the top of the side of the football field. With it is Zach Mendel, and the Bears will take over first and 10 at about the 46-yard line.
At Missouri Ozarks Community Health, our Mansfield Clinic is now open each Monday through Friday, beginning at 7 a.m. Nurse practitioners Kathy Damiano and Jacqueline Austin are available each weekday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to take care of your medical needs, and no appointment is necessary from 5 to 7 p.m. Our Ava location is also open 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, and walk-ins are welcome each Saturday in Ava from 8 till noon. We're working hard to make your health care more convenient at Missouri Ozarks Community Health, working together to build a stronger, healthier community.
Caden Myers is going to go for a touchdown. It will be a 53 yards, that right, Nate Swafford on the carry. Got a hold open by Caden, and Nate's going to run it for a touchdown. How about that to start the football game? The Bears faked the handoff to Caden, kind of faked me out, and Nate had a clean sweep right down the football field. First play from scrimmage. How many yards is that going to be?
Oh, about 53 yards.
So a 53-yard run to start the ball game. 7 seconds off the clock. And Nate Swafford, well, one of the homecoming king candidates for Ava High Schools, put points on the board. Bears are going for two. Man in motion. There's Caden Myers with it right in the gut, and he may not make it. Remember, Salem's big, and I think they've stopped this, and they have. So at the 11:43 mark of the first quarter, on the first touch of the football game, it's your Bears 6, Salem 0.
Did not. You started it.
With McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu, you can choose among favorites for just $1, $2, or $3. Or, as Dad likes to call it, the
Finally, some peace and quiet on this cross-country road trip meal.
build whatever meal you want with McDonald's new $1, $2, $3 menu.
Get any size soft drink or sweet tea for $1. Any small McCafe for $2. And all Happy Meals are just $3. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how about that? First play from scrimmage, the Bears, Nate Swafford, after the dive fake to Caden Myers, and Swafford will run for 53 yards.
That was fast.
I wish we've had a problem with this of late, not picking up that extra point conversion. So we're only up by 6 in a football game with Salem. And as we mentioned, they're big, and they stopped us along the line of scrimmage on the handoff to Caden Myers. So the Bears now about to give it to the Salem Tigers. 11:43. The ball's kicked right to one of the youngsters up front at the 47-yard line. Good hands right there by Salem's Silas Wolf. And the Tigers take over 1st and 10, Greg. And how about that for a short field now for Salem?
Actually, they will start at their own 47-yard line.
So, Salem's short field position, I think we were starting at what, our 47?
47, correct.
Is that right? They're going to start at their 47. Deja vu all over again. Wide receivers, 2 to each side. The quarterback should be Garrett Connell. Has one youngster standing beside him. This kind of looks like Ava. Bring a man in motion. The misdirection comes this way, and with that on the carry for Salem will be Camden. That's Caden Camden on the carry, and he'll get past the 50. No, he won't. He'll get to about the 47-yard line. Again, break about 2, I think that would be. Make it to the 49 instead from the 47. So the Bears did a pretty good job with that. Bring motion this way and then come back the other direction with the running back. 2 yards. It is 2nd and 8. This could be, well, we'll wait and see. Wide receiver split to each side. One man stands back beside the quarterback, Connell, on 2nd and 8. Quarterback wants to keep. Bears got him in the backfield. Down he goes. A loss of a couple. All the way back close to the 46, a loss of 1, I would say, as Ava all over that defensive play, and a great job along the line of scrimmage by Ava, coming up one of the youngsters in there on the defensive play for the Bears, I think was Miles. Check that and see. Boy, going to have to get larger print.
Loss of 3.
So I'm going to pull out the large print since my eyes now need that, and I'm searching for someone who will take care of my eyes, but we'll work on that later. So it will be 3rd down and 11. Ava Bears on defense, up 6-0, 10:30 mark. Want to pass, it is in the air and overthrown. Spencer Skiles on the defense of that one. The receiver was Dawson Mock. It is incomplete, and Greg all of a sudden 4th down at 11. It's punting time for Salem, and I think a little white probably going to help a little bit, but apparently I didn't plug that in. So we'll find the light, and we'll get that plugged up and get it ready to go. Apparently, be careful there, not turn off. Is the power strip now on? Now let's try this. Boy, we're doing a little bit of everything. Up and ready to go on 4th and 11 to 10:26 mark. Here comes the punt. It's very small, short punt, and we'll get away from it. Ball will down and bound down to the 29-yard line. Ava takes over, 1st and 10. It's Ava 6, Salem 0.
Ava High School has a state officer in the FBLA. Senior Reagan Swadish is serving as the FBLA parliamentarian with a focus on membership growth. FBLA has increased in membership by 26 members this year. The Ava High School Future Business Leaders of America is sponsoring the 17th annual Donna Cox Walk on October the 11th from 5 till 6:30 p.m. at the Ava High School football field.
It's 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Bring the play this way. Spencer Skiles on the carry. It starts at the 28. Looks like Spencer clears the 30, maybe a little beyond that, closer to the 31. As Ava leads 6-0, their first play from scrimmage, and they run 53 yards, does quarterback Nate Swafford. And now, how many are you going to give him on that, Greg, for that run?
2 yards on the carry.
So we'll call it 2nd down, a skinny 8. It's somewhere in between the 7 and 8 yard marker in order to pick up a 1st down. 9:45, quarter 1. Ava works from right to left on your radio dial on a homecoming night of football. There it comes. Caden Myers up the middle. He almost finds a 1st down and might have. Myers will get to the 39, and he was running hard. Just a little slant to the top side of the football field, and will mark out 3rd down and skinny. Less than a yard. We're going to say officially a yard on the score. scoreboard, but it's Greg Davis and the old Kent Stamper way of thinking, about a half a yard. I think that's about right. So Ava now third down, half a yard, ball at about 38-yard line, 9-10, quarter one, Ava leads 6-0. Under center is Swafford. Hands it off Caden Myers. Caden will have the first down. He's past the 40 up to what would be about the 41-yard line. And as the old saying goes, move them chains. Ava Bear football. Time, well, not time out, but time to move the chains and a first down. Greg, how many first downs already in the football game?
That's it. That's the first one. The Bears will get it first.
Yeah, you got to understand. On our first play, we ran 53 yards for a touchdown. So you really don't need a lot of first downs if that's the way you're going to score. Now, instead of a fourth down and something, it's 1st and 10. Football moving in Ava's side of the football field, the 41-yard line. We're headed to the south goal, and by the way, the wind's out of the south right now. Pitch play, top side. We're on the short side of the field. Spencer Styles hit hard at the 45. Downs. Penalty flag will come down. The hit coming from Garrett Connell, or Cornell rather, on the outside. What do we have here?
It's holding against the Bears.
So the Bears are tagged with a penalty. That is not something you want to do. Playing against a, look at the size of the kids from Salem up there along the line of scrimmage. They are huge. So instead of a pretty good run, we're going to have a pretty good loss on this, and the ball's going to come way back close to the 32-yard line. Going to call it almost the 31. So it becomes 1st and at least 20 for Ava. Might even need a little more than that. 8:35 remaining, quarter number one. Ava leads 6-0 on the first play from scrimmage. Man in motion, everybody kind of squabbles around, and then Nate comes up out of the huddle and looks over the sidelines. Lots of time on the clock, about 15 seconds ticking down from here. Gets the call. Now he'll get back up under center and get ready. Jacob Blakey should be duking that job of centering it up. Bears will hand it off to Caden right up the middle. Nope. Yes, it is up the middle, and Caden will get to the 35. I was afraid maybe the ball would come out, but not so. Myers just kind of slogs there, Greg. And I'm here to tell you that if you are the receiver of that slogging coming from Caden Myers, by the time you get to the fourth quarter, you are going to feel it. So it becomes 2nd down. You'll give him 5.
5 on the carry.
All right, so Greg's offering that up to you. 2nd down and 15 now. Ball rushed 36-yard line. Bears needing a first down, have to go way down the field to get it. Here comes Nate Swafford looking to pitch. There it is out on the corner. What a running room. It is a first down and a whole lot more. Driven out of bounds. Bray over on the top side. Great pitch to Josh Bray up on the corner, and Nate stepped into the defender about the time he committed. He made the nice, soft, good, sharp pitch up on the edge to Josh Bray. And you saw this last week. If you were watching this on the interweb on TDH Media, you'll see the simple fact that the pitches from the quarterback to those A-backs were much improved, and that was a dandy. Now, Greg, it wasn't a first down, was it? No. So it is 3rd and 1. Boy, that big old 15-yard penalty kind of chops into you, doesn't it? Ball's now at midfield. Actually, it's on Salem's side of the midfield marker. So we need a yard. What do we do? Quarterback sneak, and there's a whole lot more coming here. Nope. He's caught. He'll go down. Did he get a first down? I think so. Nate on the carry actually had advanced and then was shoved back a little bit. There should be no doubt about being the first down. Move them chains, Greg, again. So with that 1st and 10 for Ava Bears. Homecoming night, Friday evening. Beautiful weather, a little warm maybe, but we're playing against the Salem Tigers, and that says it all. And at halftime, we'll have that coronation ceremony live on Cause Radio. 1st and 10. Football, 47-yard line. Salem side now of the football field. Under center with a man in motion. Going to hand it off. Nope. Swafford going to keep. He steps up inside. Crosses the 45. Goes down to, well, crosses, 45. Goes down close to the 44. And the spot will be right at the 44-yard line. Thank you very much. How many yards is acquired on that effort by Nate?
About 3.5.
Nate Swafford already started the ball game with 53 yards, 1 run. So we're going to tack on a little bit more to that and call it 2nd and 7 at the 6:38 mark. Ava leads quarter one 6-0. Under center here. We'll hand it off, a little misdirection. Nate wanting to go back to pass. Swafford's looking out the field. Got it. Caden Myers, first down. Caden stays on his feet. Penalty flag comes down. Over on the far side. He'll get to the 27-yard line. What's the flag going to be? What's the flag going to be? Myers has the first down and then goes for more, and it's in the going for more that we saw the penalty flag come down, and we're walking back, Greg.
Yep.
See that?
Yep.
It's again us. So the Ava Bears will be tagged with another big penalty. And as a result of that, they'll start from the infracted place, I'm thinking. And that's got to be somewhere right around, the 30, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe the 33, and we'll march back from there. So Ava losing on that opportunity after picking up what would have been pretty obvious first down, but instead of that, back we come. And it will come past the 45.
15-yarder.
My goodness, all the way to the 47. Am I correct that that's the second 15-yard penalty we've seen in the ball game already?
No, that's just the first one. The first one was a 10-yarder.
Okay, so
But Ava has both of them, so 25 yards.
against us, 2nd and 10 all over again. Back to the 47 we will go, and the Bears doing a really good job of moving down the field with the exception of the exceptional number of flags for 25 yards already in the ball game, and they've had an impact. Man in motion, swing the play to the top side. There's the pitch up there, Spencer Skiles. He's to the corner, 40, 35, 30, and down the sidelines, finally steps out of bounds, and they're saying he's going out of bounds at about the 23. It should be enough for a first down, move them chains. So Spencer will step outside of the 23-yard line by the spot of the ball. Chains are moved, and the Ava Bears have regained all that yardage that we lost, Greg.
Yes.
Count. Greg's over there. You can hear.
How about 24 yards on the carry?
24 yards enough to tag the one over there on the other side of the football game field. 1st and 10, 23-yard line. Ava up 6-0, looking for more against Salem. Man in motion is Bray. Going to keep the ball. That's Nate Swafford. Pitch play. Josh Bray got a blocker at the corner. He'll step in. Bray's going to go. Touchdown, Josh Bray. Did he get in? 20-yard line. A 23-yard run for Josh Bray. What an outstanding pitch on the corner by Nate Swafford. Again, Nate steps into the tackler, and when he commits, he makes the pitch, and it's a dandy to Bray. And the Bears punch in another 23 yards. First down, turn to touchdown. The length of that drive, Mr. Davis.
How about 72 yards?
We'll handle it. A 72-yard drive by Ava, and the Bears now will be going for the two-point conversion of 12-0. We need something here. Right up the middle with it. That's Caden Myers. We've established it. Put up the arms. 2-point conversion. And at the 5:53 mark. Here comes your score. It's your Bears 14, Salem 0.
When it comes to service and maintenance needs of your heating system or air conditioning units, you need to call Ken Thomas and the crew of Thomas Heating and Air. 417-251-1721. And these are the folks famous around Cos Country for no upcharges on nights, weekends, even holidays. Yes, it's true. 417-251-1721. And feel the difference with Thomas Heating and Air.
Ava Bears putting together two drives, one 53 yards, one play, Nate Swafford. And now a 72-yard drive that finishes on a 23-yard run by Josh Bray. Extra point by Myers is good. Pull your score 14-0 at the 5:53 mark. First quarter of play, Salem gets the ball. Don't forget at halftime, we'll round up scores presented by Great Southern Bank. And at the end of the broadcast, a big thank you to your Farmers Insurance agent, Rosanna Proctor, who will help us work our way in a conversation with Coach Dan Swafford after the ball game. Greg Davis will also give you a statistical breakdown, the likes of which you've never heard at halftime. Ball is kicked away to Salem, and the Tigers will set, take it to the 23, head up the football field. Big hole opens. We're in trouble right here. Get a blocker, and we do. Ball goes down at the 45-yard line, but a nice return by Salem's Jimmy Barton. And so Salem, with excellent field position, will take over 1st and 10. Greg, where are you going to spot that football?
How about the 46-yard line again?
Don't forget, TDH Media streaming live with this video broadcast that matches up to Cause Radio's play-by-play. Tyson just takes the radio and puts it right into the TV, and apparently it works pretty good. That's at www.tdhmedia.net, combining with Cause Radio to get you other ways to enjoy Ava Bear football. Tyson's even talking about trying to pick up a volleyball match next week, which, by the way, happens to be senior night, I think, on Tuesday, if I saw that correctly. We'll sort that out. Have we taken a water break? No, we're coming out on the field. So I'm not certain what that was. It might have been a water break. And now we're about ready to lace it up and get after it, if I'm seeing things correctly. Is that 5:47 left to go in the first quarter? Your score would be Ava 14, Salem 0. Greg, your impression so far?
Hey, your Bears are controlling the offensive line. They're also controlling the defensive line. Boy, if we can just keep up, it's going to be a Bear night.
Connell under center, 2 boys now in the backfield. That is a change. And they're going to a big hole up the middle, but the Bears do close it. But after a nice run to midfield, and on the carry right there was Caden Camden. Now, I'm not certain that we were quite adjusted to that change. No longer shotgunning, but right under center, Connell, and he hands it off to Camden to pick up, what did you say, about 4 yards? So it's 2nd down and 6. Ball comes to midfield and an inch beyond that at Ava's 49-yard line. Salem Tigers trailing Ava 14-0. A quick dive up the middle again. Ball came out. Did we get there? Apparently not. It was, again, Caden Camden on the run. The Bears defense stuffed it, but after about a 3-yard pickup, it becomes now 3rd down and about 4, Gregory. And I want to spot the ball to 48, in between the 48 and 47-yard line. Ava Bear football on homecoming night 2019. The royalty, Albany Wallace, Cameron Lee, and Olivia Herford watching from afar. Actually, they're somewhere right nearby. And the football king candidates, they're playing football right now, because they are. Wideouts top side to the near side. Under center is Connell at quarterback, 3rd down and 4. Connell wants to keep. We make them commit on the corner. Josh Bray trying to trace him down and does. Tricks up Caden Camden. I don't know that he got back to the original line of scrimmage, but Josh Bray did an excellent job out on the edge, forcing that into what would become 4th down territory, Greg. And his 4th down and almost 5, as they lost about a half a yard on that. So what do you do if you're the new coach for Salem High School?
You know, I think you punt it away, because the Bears,
they're going for it.
They sure are, but they've not stopped the Bears yet tonight.
So it is 4th down and 4. They might try to draw us off sides. 2 receivers near side.
Be careful,
2
boys.
boys in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Wait, he's going to keep it. Bears are all over the place. Huge loss. Whoa! 45-yard line. Kate Myers, one of the youngsters in there. Also in the middle of that great defensive play was Dylan King.
7-yard loss.
I'm thinking that's also our football. Is that what you're thinking?
I think so.
That was 4th down, so Ava's just going to take right on over.
How about 45 yards?
So it's not
yard
wrong
line
for us to pick up the ball and say, all right, let's do something our way now. So Ava takes over, moving from right to left, headed to the south end of the football field in excellent territory. Salem's 45 after we stop them on 4th down. Swafford under center. What do? Nate's going back to pass. He'll throw it over the middle. Josh Bray wide open. Bray's going to score. Touchdown. 45 yards. A 45-yard pass play. Now I said pass play from Nate Swafford to Josh Bray. Now I would make a little observation. That's Bray's second, did you hear that? Second quarterback score, or second score of the first quarter. It's also Nate Swafford's second score of the first quarter. You know how that works? If you're the quarterback and you run it, and if you're quarterback and you pass it, you get credit on both of them as far as I'm concerned. So 3-4, I'm going to give him credit for both of them, as well as Josh. So it is 3:43 left to go in the first quarter play. Going for 2 here. What do we want to do? We want to run out of trouble, and we do. Looking to throw it. Can't throw it, so we're just going to run it in. 2-point conversion by Nate Bray is good. Nate Swafford is good. And your score, ladies and gentlemen, is the Ava Bears 22, Salem 0.
All right, we're talking car insurance matchups. Tell me, who's your pick in the final?
I got to go with the team with the starting lineup of more than 17,000 clutch players. Go-to guys who deliver one-on-one service, but still defend against high rates by dishing out more discounts to more drivers than anyone else.
Sounds like State Farm.
Nobody matches State Farm's combination of personal service and low rates.
Call David Cody at Ava 683-4141 or in Mansfield 924-3231.
Well, Greg, I don't know about you, but so far so good. Was that your impression? Describe those 3 drives real quick, if you would, please.
I'll tell you what, the first drive went for 53 yards in one play. The second drive, 72 yards, and then that last drive, again, one play, 45-yard pass from Swofford to Bray, and Bray was out there by his lonesome in the middle.
And we're seeing now Nate beginning to work in the passing game here. I think we were concerned about a sore shoulder, and he's worked his way through that. It does appear. It will be Salem to collect the football at the 33. There to the 35. Bears make contact. Bears grab a hold of him. Down he goes. 35-yard line. Here comes Salem. Ava's up 22-0.
Saying goodbye to a loved one. You want it to be special, wrapped in care and provide comfort to those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, we've been helping those we know and love say goodbye with honor and dignity for over 100 years. We are here to serve you and your family.
On defense, here comes Salem. 3:36 left to go in the first quarter. The Tigers will hand it off. The Bears are in the backfield, maybe a yard on the second back into the hole. Caden Myers, one of the defenders. Miles also in there as well. And with the football, their workhorse so far is Caden Camden. And Greg, I think he got about a yard, maybe a yard and a half.
Yeah, that's about all he got. The Bear defense has controlled him tonight. Of course, he's been going up the middle, and the Bears have been shutting it down. But they've also been shutting the corners down, too.
Beautiful sunset back there, folks. If you can see that on TDH Media, it's worth looking at right now. Second down and a long 8 for Salem. Ball is at their 37. Pitch play top side. Bears cut it off. Youngster, that's Caden going to the outside, and he'll get close to a first down. That is Caden Camden. He's pretty quick. And he did get to the corner. Now, this is the youngster that Dan Swofford was talking about in the coaches. So he said he was a little kid, but boy, he is fast. And he was fast enough, Greg, to get Salem. Is that their first down of the football game?
First down, and they must have heard me when I talked about the corners, because the Bears did not have that one shut down.
47-yard line. He's pretty quick, and he got to that corner. There wasn't anything up the middle for sure. 2 wide receivers go topside. Under center, Garrett Connell for the Salem Tigers. 2 boys split in the backfield for Salem on 1st and 10 at the 47. Ava leads 22-0. First quarter play. Big running back, and that's a huge kid in the backfield. And with the run right there for Salem, let me see if I can Dylan Thompson on the run. And boy, he's got a little size, doesn't he? Let me find him. 178 pounds. He's a junior at 5'11". Good-sized youngster, and he picked up, you say, about 4 yards, Greg?
Yes.
That work for you? 2nd and 6. We're past midfield now as Salem ventures into Ava territory at the 49-yard line. So Ava's defense needs to stiffen a tad. 2 receivers for Salem near side. 2 boys split in the backfield. Behind and under center is Garrett Connell for Salem on 2nd down and 6. Connell will hand it first back in. That's that very scat back, Caden Camden. And he's a quick kid into the hole. And Camden runs into Caden Myers and picks up a couple of yards. 3rd down rather. 3rd down and I'd say 5, Greg. It's 5.
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. Scoreboard says 4, but that looks more like 5.
Looks like more 5 to me.
I'm thinking you're right.
Yes.
47-yard line. Salem needs to get a little bit beyond that. So 3rd down and 5, ball at the 47. Under center is the quarterback. 2 boys in the backfield, wide receivers each side. A little misdirection. The Bears are right there. It becomes 4th down. Maybe a half a yard, maybe a yard. And on the carry, Ava's all over Caden Camden that time. We're going to move the chains by just a touch, and it becomes 4th down. And for all practical purposes, 5 or a very long 4. Ball is at Ava's end of the football field, if you want to call the 46-yard line that. And I don't know, Greg, you need to get rid of the football and push Ava farther back down the field.
I would think so.
But it looks like they're going to go for it. Now, are they going to try to pull us off sides? Because that would get them a first down. 2 receivers topside. Under center is Garnett Connell. We need to be aware of a not offside call. It will be a run. No, Connell wants to go back to pass. Bears put pressure on. Ball's in the air. It is Ava football.
No.
Any way you go, it's Ava football.
Ava football, you're right.
But Ava football. No interception. No reception. And with that, the Ava Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Paul Wade and Associates. It's about accounting, bookkeeping, honesty, and experience. Paul Wade and Associates, with decades worth of experience in accounting work, offices in Ava and in Gainesville for years. Paul Wade and Associates. Our Gainesville number, 679-2299. 679-2299. And of course, in Ava, Paul Wade Associates at 683-2319. That's 683-2319.
Ava Bears take over first and 10, 47-yard line. Going to hand it off, and we're going to run up to the top side with great success past midfield and up to the 47-yard line on the run. That Josh Bray on the carry, I think it was. Josh comes up to the top side after being on actually the near side of the football field. And Ava, how many yards you going to get him, Mr. Davis?
About 7.
Sure is nice being able to say that. Now, I want to say a big thank you to Caleb Johnson, who just did a remarkable job, and we're kind of queuing him up for his events to come in the future, don't you think, Gregory?
I think so. He did a wonderful job.
He did. Second down and 4 for the Bears. We're now in Salem territory at the 47-yard line. Ava leading 22-0 at this moment. Man in motion, Caden Myers. He's going to take it right up the middle. Caden Myers refuses to go down. Has a first down to the 40. There's that old just run right over you kind of mentality that will really bruise on you the deeper you get into the football game. So I'm thinking, Greg, you would tell the boys to move the chains.
I think so. That's their Ava's first down, and we're back into the quarter.
Yep, we've found 1 quarter to play. Grab a hold of this on homecoming night. Bears 22, Salem 0.
In the world of home improvement and hardware supplies, when you know what you're looking for, and even when sometimes you don't, the place where we stop to shop is Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers. And they offer special services like glass cutting, keys, paint color matching, equipment rental, screen repair, and much more. And if there's something you're looking for that we don't have in the store, we can probably get it for you. Open 6 days a week. It's Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop. It's Jim's Body Shop, the name you know, the people you trust when it comes to auto body repair services or giving you a tow anytime, day or night. And who hasn't locked their keys in their car? I've used them to help me out there too. 683-4609. That's 683-4609 for Jim's Body Shop. We're there when you need us, and we're proud to support Ava Athletics.
Find ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of 1 quarter of play. Ava goes up 22-0, start quarter number 2. And how's this thing going to work? Looks to me like Ava will be at first down, first and 10 at the 40-yard line. Caden Myers stands there as the fullback position. And here's Nate Swafford. Wants to keep, got a block, going to step inside, has some running room. Gets away from one blocker, then another, and eventually is taken down after he finds the 35-yard line. Greg, you think he's okay? Tackled him kind of high.
He ran about 40 yards to gain 5.
He did indeed, and they did tackle him a little high. Now, we've played one. Ava's found 22 points. Has Salem stopped us yet in the ball game in our possessions?
No.
We haven't punted yet, have we?
No.
So Ava has been successful each time we've had the football. Drives at 53 yards, 72 yards, and 45 yards to take this now lead headed into quarter number 2, 22-0. Ava has second down and 5 in Salem territory at the 35-yard line. Caden Myers, nope. Nate Swafford going to run up the middle. Nate's got a first down, and he'll go inside the 30 down to about the 28-yard line. Boy, that's a pretty handy play. Did you see what he did? He let Caden open this huge hole. He stepped up inside of it, then he juked up to the top and found a couple of more yards. That's excellent job by first Caden Myers and the blockers along the line of scrimmage, including the likes of Lakey and Pepke and Horn and King and Merritt and King and Mendel. Those kids are all lined up one way or the other for the Ava Bears, and we rotate some others in as we go through a football game. First and 10, Greg, you spot that ball at the 28.
28-yard line.
So 10:44 left to go in the half. Ava up 22-0 over Salem. Football play tonight on Cause Radio, and now I got a timeout called by somebody. Timeout on the field. I guess it is our score. Ava 22, Salem 0.
Home Pride Bank is proud to support the Ava Bears. We are also proud to be a full-service bank with a long-standing commitment to customer satisfaction. Our customers are important to us. That's why our lobby is open 6 days.
And they stopped that right here because I thought there was a timeout in play, Greg, but they threw a penalty flag.
They sure did. They called a delay game on the Bears.
Okay, we kind of acted like we'd called a timeout, but apparently not. So it is first and 15. We certainly have had plenty of penalties. Swafford will hand it up the middle. Running with it is Caden Myers, and he runs over everybody. Myers inside the 25, ends up close to the 20. 24, somewhere between the 24 and 23. There, they put the ball down. So after the 5-yard penalty, we're going to get most of that back. We'll get all that back and tack on about 4 more. So you're going to give him, what, 9 yards?
8 and 9 on the carry.
So that'd probably be 2nd and 6. We're working at doing mathematics. Anybody wants to do play-by-play better be a great mathematician or have Greg to help you out. 10:02 left to go in the first half of this game. Bears with a 2nd down and 6 in Salem territory at the 24. Here's the handoff to Myers, and he runs into a barrel full of Salem Tigers and keeps them moving backwards past the 20, and will be somewhere between the 20 and 19, and that's just the power of that big old fullback up against the monsters along the Salem line of scrimmage. Don't you know that is a war right there?
Yes. He ran up there, he turned around and started using his feet to push back.
You talk about those leg lifts and all that work they do in the weight room in the summertime. This right there, what you just saw, if you're watching on a little internet boob tube, Tyson's going to get mad at me for calling it the boob tube. Watching on the TV, that's what you do that weight room work for. 3rd down and a skinny 2 for Ava. Ball will rest close to the 20, nigh on Salem's side of that, I believe. Under center is Nate Swafford. Myers right behind him, receivers 1 to each side. Going to pass it up. There's the catch over on the corner to Mendel, and Mendel will be inside the 15. Great job by Zach to just take a step up, and a good throw by Nate Swafford. And I think they're moving those chains, aren't they, over there?
They sure are.
Another 1st down for your Bears. I think they want to put the ball near the 14-yard line. This is in Salem territory. Ava Bear football on homecoming Friday night. Royalty, Albany Wallace, Cameron Lee, Olivia Herford. Out on the football field, Nate Swafford, Caden Myers, Evan Horn. Those are your football players playing against Salem tonight. At halftime, we'll have the live broadcast. That ceremony. Man in motion. Spencer Skiles gets the pitch. Has a block at the corner. Spencer's going to get around it. Spencer Skiles will score. 14-yard touchdown run for the young man, Spencer Skiles. And Colton, if you're listening out somewhere, I don't know, Colton might even be here tonight. Spencer just ran for a touchdown. A 14-yard run, and at the 8:50 mark, the Bears have scored again. Mr. Davis, the length of that drive, kind sir, please.
How about 53 yards?
So 5-3 on the drive that time. 5-3 was the first drive, 72 the second, 45 the third, and 53 the second. Bears going for 2. Man in motion, Skiles. It will be a pitch play. Penalty flag is down. This isn't going to count, whatever happens, but it will count because they'll want it. Plays probably against Ava. It is against the Bears, so it will be no score for us. We weren't going to go in anyway. So at the 8:50 mark, it's Ava 28, Salem 0.
Home Pride Bank is proud to support the Ava Bears.
We welcome you today to
Cross
Point
Church. We're also proud to be a full-service bank with a long-standing commitment to customer satisfaction.
And smile with somebody telling you glad to see this morning. Today we're going to worship. We're going to worship together.
We need to realize more than anything is that we're all sinners in need of grace.
It gives me hope. In fact, it gives me more than hope. It gives me truth. How about let's have a real conversation about something pretty big?
Love you. God bless. See you next time.
Have we been stopped yet?
We have not. The Bears have 4 possessions, 4 touchdowns.
We can handle this. Drive for 53. Drive for 72. Drive for 45. That drive right there for 53. Now Spencer carries it in. Skiles with the touchdown run of 14 yards. The extra point fails, and the Bears up 28-0 over Salem. And listen to this. 8 minutes and 50 seconds left till halftime in this one. Greg Davis going to assist us as he starts looking up some scores that we'll use. Halftime scores from Great Southern Bank. And don't forget, ball is kicked off to Salem now, and they will receive at the 20, to the 25, getting outside to the 30, and beyond that, 33, I think. Great Southern Bank with our halftime scores on our post-game coaches show, presented by Rosanna Proctor, your Farmers Insurance agent, coming your way. You found any scores yet? Anything, Pastor?
Thayer 20, Houston nothing.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me.
No. And
looking for more. First and 10 for Salem. Ball at the 34-yard line. Holler when you find one.
Willow and Liberty 0, and nothing on the Cabool Mountain Grove yet.
Wide out to each side of the football field. Now shotgun for Connell, down by 28-0. Connell will hand it off, and the Bears trip up the running back, who will get back to the line of scrimmage. I think that was probably Camden on the carry, the little scat back. And does he get back to the line of scrimmage? He apparently did get back to the line of scrimmage. Greg, they didn't move the chains. So 2nd and 10, ball will stay at the 34-yard line. By the way, Salem working right to left. They're headed to the south end as we work the second half of the football game. Put 2 receivers. They're headed up top side. 1 youngster comes to the near side. It would be Camden standing next to Garrett Connell, the quarterback, who works out of the shotgun. There's the snap. Connell going to go back, wants to pass. Under pressure, under pressure, under pressure. He'll make the throw, and it was caught. So the reception is good. Is that right? It was Dawson Mock on the reception. Now, I was afraid the quarterback was going down. And did you even see the throw? So with that, it becomes a first down for... That's their second first down. It is Dawson Mock on the catch.
Good for 12 yards.
And a 12-yard pass play, and that will move the ball to the 46. And I was thinking that the quarterback, Connell, was going down, but he got the ball off. So 1st and 10 for the Salem Tigers. 7:42 left to go in the first half of the game. Going to hand it off. Nope, the quarterback is going to keep it up top side and gets a pretty good run. Pass midfield to the 49. Garrett Connell faked the handoff and then decided to keep the ball going up to the top side. A nice run for Salem right there. And the Bears trying to loosen up a little bit, have to get back to the game plan. Now Salem beginning to put a little offense together. You're going to get him 5 yards on the run.
5 on the carry.
Okay, 2nd down and 5. It's so good to have you back saying those kinds of things. Ball at the 49-yard line. Wide outs, 3 to the near side, 1 top side, so everybody's wanting to receive right here. Connell with the scat back standing right beside him. And that youngster will get the football. The Bears make contact with him, and down will go Camden. Caden Camden maybe gets a yard, but Ava that time right up the middle said, you're not coming up the middle, and I don't really know the chains move much at all, Craig.
Maybe a half a yard.
So 3rd down, 4 3/4, we should perhaps say. Ball at the 47, thereabouts, for Salem. They're in Ava territory. 2 wideouts top, 2 near side. Quarterback Connell has Camden standing right beside him. There's your offensive attack plan for Salem. Back to pass the quarterback. He'll put it in the air and off the fingertips of the receiver and almost picked off by Ava. I want you to know that Blake King was within inches of being the hero of that particular play. But it's incomplete, and if I see that right over there, the chains are telling me 4th down and close to 5. So what do the Tigers do? Looks like they're going for it. Have the ball in Ava territory. It's about the 47. They're down already by 28 points. 6:20 left to go till halftime. 2 wideouts to each side of the field. Quarterback is Connell, has receiver standing beside him. Connell under trouble, under pressure. He's going all the way down the field. The Bears will tip it. And Spencer Skiles did the right thing, except he may have tipped it too high and almost picked up by the receiver. But we didn't want to catch the ball down the field, did we? Bears will take over. 1st and 10, 6:19 left in the half. Ava up 28-0.
From your late model ride to your classic fixer-upper, where your auto parts specialist is bumper to bumper.
Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts, your local hometown auto parts store. We have batteries, the motor oil, all types of parts and accessories. We carry it at Bumper to Bumper, and we deliver locally free.
From your late model ride to your classic fixer-upper, where your auto parts specialist is bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper.
This is Trish Waterston with Show Me Real Estate. If you're interested in buying property, our wonderful team of agents can guide you in finding that special home, farm, land, or any other real estate that only the Missouri Ozarks can offer. Check out our brand new website at showmehomes.com to see the listings we currently have in our area. Visit either the Show Me Real Estate location in either Ava or Mansfield Monday through Friday or on Saturday mornings, and someone will be there to assist you. If you're buying or selling property, start your journey with Show Me Real Estate.
Ava Bear football. The Bears take over after stopping Salem up 28-0, and Ava's going to hand it right up the middle on the carry. Should be Caden Myers past the 50, and Caden will find close to the 48-yard line on that first run. So move the chains a little bit there, Gregory, and how many yards on that run for the big fullback for Ava?
I'll give him 3 yards on the carry.
Probably going to then be 2nd down and 7. Ball 48, we'll call it. We work from left to right, heading to the north end. I might add the wind's completely died down. A little bit of wind to start the game, but it's gone now. Ava 5:50 left to go till halftime. Nate Swapper going to go back to pass. He's going for it all down the field. Spencer Styles, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. How about that? How about 48 yards? So Spencer, who scored just a little while ago on the run, now has scored on a touchdown pass, and it came from Swafford to Skiles for 48 yards. Mr. Davis, technical question. The length of that drive.
How about 53 yards?
It was more than 48 that time, so a 53-yard drive. However, there have been 3 53-yard drives in this first half of football. Bears go up 34-0 over Salem. Whoa. 5:42 left, and to be perfectly honest with you, we're getting to practice a lot of different things. Right up the middle, Cade Myers. That time he wasn't touched. 2-point conversion by Cade Myers. How about these taters on a homecoming night of football? It's your Ava Bears 36, Salem 0.
MR Ranch LLC Trash Service, serving Douglas County and surrounding counties. Services are $20 a month. We accept cash, check, credit card, online, etc. Bags need to be 35 gallons or smaller and a 5-bag limit per week. To get on a route or to check service, please call 417-683-3057. That's 683-3057 for MR Ranch LLC Trash Service. Give us a call so we can haul.
Well, Greg, I got to be honest with you, I didn't know what to expect from Salem. Had a new coach, had kind of a new different way of playing defense, playing offense, and so I thought, man, this may be tighten up your belt and hope we win it at the end.
I know, I didn't expect anything like this.
36-0, and to be perfectly honest with you, Ava pretty much doing what they want to do, and it's an excellent chance for us to get the passing game into this, get some other kids involved with the offense, and we're probably going to change some kids if we get a little deeper with this kind of score, and Salem will pick it up from the 25 and advance up the field. Got him trapped trying to get loose, and he's going to run out of it at least a little bit up to the 38, and then he's drilled. On the reception is Jimmy Barton, and he's taken down by Ava, but not before he had a pretty good run. And Barton will carry the ball past the 35 up to about the 37, looks like, by the spot of the ball. Salem will set up. So Ava has scored drives of 53. Listen to the number, 53, 72, 45, 53, and 53. Lengths of our drives in the football game. Salem now, 1st and 10, 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, their quarterback Connell. He'll hand it off the little scat back. That's Camden with it. Caden Camden. And he'll pass the 40 and end up about the 38, maybe 39, depending upon where the ball ends up. Looks like 38. It's halfway in between. And with that, Greg, how many yards you get him?
Give him 4 yards on the
So
carry.
we'll call it 2nd and 6. The ever affable and always eagle-eyed Greg Davis works the statistics tonight, and I just try to get us to halftime. 5:06 left to go in this first half of play. Ava up 56-0. Out of the shotgun again is Connell. Has the little scat back. Camden right behind him. Camden with the ball. He is hit hard by Caden Myers, and he goes down. And did he get anything? Well, the chain's going to give him about a half a yard. So with that, we'll call it 3rd down and 5. Ball is at the 42-yard line, somewhere between the 42 and 43. Live broadcast on Cause Radio and also picking up on the internet at www.tdhmedia.net. The video cast with audio mixed in on Cause Radio and on the internet. 3 wideouts to the top, 1 to the near side. Again, the shotgun set. The Bears are coming up on the quarterback. Looking to press. He'll get it up in the air. The catch is made. We fall down. 1st down for the Salem Tigers inside our 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Nice pass play and the throw out on the edge with a lot of success. And they threw it that time to Dawson Mock, I think it was, who picked up the 1st down, Greg. And that's the longest play of the game. Is that correct for Salem?
That's correct. Good for 20 yards.
So with that, Salem now knocking on the door. more. 4 minutes left to go in the first half of play. 4:05 to be exact. Wide out, 3 near side, 1 to the top side on 1st and 10 from Ava's 37-yard line. Going to hand it off. Big hit is made on Caden Camden. I mean, he was leveled. Did that happen to be Caden Myers? I kind of thought so. Caden reached down and picked Mr. Mock up after he put him in the dirt.
Oh, I mean, that was a hit.
Everybody watching that on the TV sees what we're talking about. It is 2nd and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line, and Caden delivered the message right there. You run into my hole, you're going to get buried. 2nd and 10 for Salem, trailing Ava 36-0. First half football. Quarterback, snap, looking to pass, throws it up over the top. The Bears, nope, he's going to run with it. Got him down. He goes for a loss of 7. Good job by the Bears pressuring the quarterback, and finally he goes down. Miles, I think, in on the defensive play for Ava. An excellent job again by Ava's defense, and that time the effort made by Colby Miles, and we've called his name a couple times. How many yards did you subtract?
3.
So it is 3rd down now and 13. Ball rests at the 40. Now, Greg Davis, this 4-down territory.
It certainly is.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Especially this late in the second quarter.
I don't think they've punted yet, have they?
No.
They've tried to go for it on 4th down, and each time the Bears have stopped them. 2:39 left to go in the ballgame's first half. Quarterback back to pass, looking to. Here comes the pressure. They'll throw it up over the top. Did he catch it? Ball comes out. Incomplete at about the 30. They had a nice throw to it. So with that, it becomes 4th down and 13, and you know they're not going to punt it, Greg.
No, and I thought there was a hold back here in the backfield, but the refs didn't call it.
So with that, it stays 36-0, 2:31 halftime clock. Don't forget at halftime, we'll have homecoming activities and more to come your way. So it is 4th and 13. Connell at quarterback again out of the shotgun. Needs 13 yards. Bears have blitz on. They'll throw it up over the top. It is caught by one of the offensive linemen. The ball was tipped by Ava, so they're allowed to do that. And on the catch by the offensive lineman, who happened to be Hunter Shaw, he does not get the first down. So it'll be the Ava Bear football team that will go on offense. Actually, a pretty good job by Ava. First off, they set up the screenplay. Ava had 3 kids back on the quarterback, but Ava was able to get up there and tip the ball so it didn't go to their intended receiver. One of the offensive linemen caught it, and we took him down. And with that, Ava takes over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That all right with you, Greg?
I'll take it.
Under center, Nate Swafford. Man in motion. Spencer Scott's going to hand it up. Nate's going to keep it himself. He'll get 4 or 5, maybe more. Nate Swafford works close to the 40-yard line by the spot of the ball. That would be a run good for 5, 6. How many are you going to give him?
Oh, give him 8 yards.
Man, nice run for Nate. It's a long 8, so we'll call it 2nd down and 2. A long 2, rather. Yeah, a long 2. We'll just stay with that. 2nd down and 2. Ball at 40. And I have a whistle, I have waving of, and we have an injured player. Youngster from Salem kind of hobbling off is Dylan Thompson, and he's going to come off the field. Did we get him replaced? Apparently we did. So with it now, 2nd down for Ava, and 2 yards to go. We'll have to get past the 42 just a tad. For Ava, 1:53 left to go in the first half of the football game. Bears are up 36-0. What do? We're going to go back, looking to pass, put it up in the air, wide open. It's a catch outside for 1st down. Got it to Zach Mendel out on the edge, and Mendel will get up to the 35-yard line before he's driven out of bounds. How about that for a pass play?
25 yards.
So all of a sudden, Nate Swafford has poured on the Mahomes touch and is throwing the football out on the edges with great success, throwing over the top with great success, scoring touchdowns through the air with great success, and the Ava Bears have a 1st and 10, football at the 35-yard line. 1 minute and 41 seconds on the clock. Now, you want to get enough to keep that clock moving once you get the chance to do that. We did that in the Liberty ball game last week, but we're a ways off from that. And it'll be Nate again to run with it. He'll get 5 yards or close to it, all the way up at the 30. Be careful there, Spencer. Spencer was going toe-to-toe with one of the Salem kids, Dawson Mock, and both boys kind of got to look up, and they walked right at one another, and then they walked off. That's the way it should be. 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Yeah, that's the way it should be, Greg. They did well, didn't they?
They sure did.
1:15 left to go till halftime. Homecoming activities on Cause Radio. Back to pass Swafford. Going up over the top. Wide open. Break. Touchdown. Wow. 30-yard pass play. You got 30 yards? 30 yards. 30-yard pass play. 30-yard pass play. I said pass play. Bray receives the pass from Swafford, and I mean he was wide open. Wow. 1:07 left to go in the first half. Mr. Davis, the length of that drive, if you would, kind sir.
Well, the length of that drive would have been, let's say, 68 yards.
68-yard drive. You are gentlemen scholar as usual. Going for two now are the Bears. 1:07 left to go till halftime. Our halftime show will include homecoming, broadcast on Cause Radio. Swafford under center. What do? We get penalty flags. What we do. We were going to pitch it to Skiles, who was going to get a block by Bray up on the edge, along with a little help from, looks to me like up on the edge doing the blocking as well was Blake King. Instead, Greg, there is a 5-yard penalty that will be attached to this. And so we'll march it back. Now, we're going to get another chance at it, okay? It's not like we don't get the chance to try this. But it now becomes 10 yards to go on the two-point conversion as the football ends up, not 10, about 7, maybe 8 to go with the spot of the football. That would be right. So set it up right there. Need to go a little further to get the two-point conversion. Back to pass is Swafford. He's looking. He'll roam. He'll come to the near side. Puts it up. Got a catch. Got 2 points. Spencer Skiles. 2-point conversion. So Skiles with a 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden the Ava Bears introduce the passing game. 1:07 left to go till halftime. It would be your Bears. What is that, Greg? Oh, penalty flag down. Hold up. Hold everything. Oh, another penalty flag. So what was a beautiful play has been taken off the board. So I have to take all that excitement back and do it again. And the Bears have had 2 penalties now on this 2-point conversion. How many yards do we need to go for this?
Looks like we're going to go for
18?
18 yards.
So 18 yards in order to get 2 points. That's how it's going to work. So we need 18 yards for a 2-point conversion. Swafford under pressure. He'll throw it over the top. Caden Myers with it. Look out. Myers at the 5. Myers going in. Myers just did it. So Caden Myers, 2-point conversion from 18 yards out at the 1:07 mark. It's your Bears 44, Salem 0.
You've waited all year. You have your rifle and bow sighted in and you're ready to go. You bought everything you need and you're ready to go to camp, chase that trophy buck. But did you fill a propane tank at your camp? Did you fill it at your house? Nothing ends a deer hunt quicker than being cold at camp or having an angry wife calling saying she's out of gas. Don't wait. Call MS Propane today, 417-254-8083 or 417-683-5300. We'll get you taken care of. You don't want to end a hunt before it begins. Good luck this season. MS Propane, heating the way.
Find ourselves back, folks, 1:07 away from halftime. Homecoming. Ava High School to come at halftime. 44-0 is our score. The Ava Bears with the lead over the Salem Tigers in just kind of surprising a little bit of everything from Ava's offense and defense. We'll kick it off to Salem. Bounds down and goes out of bounds to the 25-yard line. Time out on the field. It's your Bears, 44, Salem.
Hello, this is Tim Reese, pastor at Ava General Baptist Church. Did you know that God made us to be in community with Him and with other people? We are not meant to live this life alone. I'd like to encourage you to connect with a community of believers. Whether it's our church or another church, Ava General Baptist meets for worship at 8:30 and 10:45 on Sunday mornings and Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. We would love to see you. And go Bears!
Tyler Watterson joins us with a big grin on his face. Up to this point in time, we've completed 6 passes on the season. Tonight we've completed 5, 3 of them for touchdowns. Here comes Salem. Bears looking to blitz right in the middle of it, and they blow the play up. I mean, all over that play. Right in the middle of it all was Jacob Bruffett. Jacob's made a couple of huge tackles in the game. We are 55 seconds away from halftime, and the Ava Bears are just completely annihilating the Salem Tigers. I didn't think Salem would win, but I thought it might be a closer football game than this. Man, Yeah, this is hard to fathom. Back to pass the court. Nope, he's going to hand it off. Almost lost the ball. Bears are in the middle of the play. Josh Bray all over that one as they tried to kind of shove it in the hands, if you will, of Jimmy Barton, and that's also blown up by good defense. So it's 3rd down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line, 19 seconds away from homecoming, Steph on Cause Radio. And our halftime score is about to come your way, presented by Great Southern Bank. And don't forget, Rosanna Proctor, your Farmers Insurance agent, will talk with the coach at the end of the ball game, thanks to Rosanna's assistance. Pitch play, topside. Bears are there. Down he goes in the backfield. Got it to Camden. But back there, as quickly as Camden got it, was Caden Myers, and that's it. We played to halftime. Listen up. Your score, Ava 44, Salem 0.
Miller Lawn Service, taking care of your lawn, whether it's mowing the grass, doing some landscaping, or picking up tree limbs and more at your home or your business. And you know right now that we're paying attention to the Ava Bear football. Call Doug at 543-2294 and Colton at 337-1766 for Miller Lawn Service. Let us take care of your lawn, commercial and residential.
Are you needing some cash now and can't wait until payday? Strong's Watch Shop and Payday Loans is here to help you. Of course, they still do jewelry and watch repair. And hunters, listen up. Get ready for the season by taking a look at their firearms collection. Call them at 683-1789. That's 683-1789. Or stop by and see them at Strong's just north of the Ava Square.
Century Bank of the Ozarks is your hometown community bank with full-service locations in Gainesville, Ava, Theodosia, and Bakersfield. We offer a full line of personal checking and saving account options, as well as a variety of corporate and business banking solutions. Our experienced lenders at Century Bank of the Ozarks specialize in residential, consumer, commercial, and agricultural lending. Since 1894, Century Bank of the Ozarks has maintained its reputation of friendly service and quick local decision-making. Stop in and let our friendly staff introduce you to our banking products. Century Bank of the Ozarks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Whether it's personal injury, car accidents, criminal defense, and no matter if the case is large or small, Christopher J. Swaddish, attorney at law, would be honored to represent you. You can visit with the Ava office, 200 East Washington, or you can call 683-2987, or even visit the website www.swaddish.com. And from all of us at the law offices of Christopher J. Swaddish, we want to wish good luck to the Ava Bears.
Going to change things up just a little bit in our broadcast tonight. We'll do Greg's halftime summary, and then we'll move to the homecoming royalty. We have the band coming out on the field to present their program that they've been working on, and I think tonight they put the whole thing together to give you at least a quick look at all the stuff. And they're in competition, by the way, tomorrow out in one of the sites. Greg, a quick run, if you will, of the first half football play.
First downs, Ava has 7, Salem 3. Ava has 5 penalties for 50 yards. Salem has none. Individual size, or team size, rushing 206 yards, passing 154 yards. So your Bears in the half have 360 yards.
Wow.
Offensive in the first half.
360 yards.
Now this is how lopsided this game
Run
is.
those figures by me. The rushing yards were how many?
Was 206.
Okay, got it.
154 passing.
154, gotcha.
For 360.
Very good. All right.
Salem, rushing 23 yards. Passing 32 yards. 55 yards is all they've been able to muster against that Bear defense. 360 versus 55. Individual side, Nate Swafford, 7 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Josh Bray, 3 carries, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Caden Myers, 7 carries, 38 yards. Mr. Skiles, 3 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown. Nate Swafford is 5 out of 5 for 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. Those touchdowns to Bray for 45 yards, Skiles for 48 yards, and Bray for 30 yards. So Bray, 2 catches for 75 yards. Spencer Skiles, 1 for 48. And Zach Mendel, 2 for 31 for the 154 yards passing in the half.
Tyler's just in there in shock at what's happened. Really didn't figure this, but we'll take it. We really will. And what we're getting to see now is the addition of passing. Getting to see now good pitches out on the edge and just dominating offense in the ball game. Now, we have a long season to go. But right now, Ava beginning to click and put things together and blend this, that, and the other, and just a great treat. Now, don't forget, we're at halftime, and we'll get that halftime ceremony right around the corner on the best radio in the Ozarks, Cause AM and FM.
Well, it's just around the corner, but the deals on a new Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC are still hot at Brad Guffey Motor in West Plains. Examples, save 15, 17, 18, 19% on certain trim levels of the new Silverado Crew Cab pickup. Get over $5,000 in savings on the popular Buick Encore, or get over $6,000 off the GMC Acadia. These are just a few of the big deals being brought to you by General Motors this month. Come by the store and see for yourself the savings. And remember, too, stay local and come see us at Brad Guffey Motor today.
You want your kid to succeed as an Ava Bear athlete. Well, the best way to start is with unconditional love and support for your kids. Framework, empowering your children with safe boundaries and expressing clear expectations just like the coaches. And you start it when they're young. A message from Douglas County Chart and the Interagency Council.
The new gas-powered Kubota Sidekick is the first utility vehicle of its kind. With the freedom to roam at 40 miles per hour and the power to haul whatever needs hauling, it's where durability meets speed. Built to get the job done right, with acceleration and handling that blur the line between work and fun. Kubota. Shape your world.
Come see your local Kubota dealer. Edgeler and Harper, Farm Equipment, and Mountain Grove.
For all your roofing and guttering needs, it's Bricks Roofing, LLC, 683-8081. We understand that you need a good job done in a timely manner and the best bang for your buck. It's Ricky Jones and the crew at Rick's Roofing. And also doing excavating work, dozing, backhoe, skidster work, septic, brush clearing, mulching, pretty much anything. Give Ricky and the crew a call, 683-8081 for Rick's Roofing, LLC.
Okay?
And we will not.
She needs to go home. It's okay. You still going? Okay. You good? Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're about ready to move in the direction of the homecoming stuff. Cheryl has joined us. Greg's here. It's back where we were. Now, Greg, you have some scores presented by Great Southern Bank, I believe, to float your way. Hang on a minute. I gotta get your microphone back up. I wasn't certain when we were going to go where, so I've got this, that, and the other. Let's put that in play, and now we can do that, Greg. Thank you.
Second quarter, Thayer 20, Houston nothing. Willow Mountain View 0-0 in the second quarter. And no score yet in the Cabul Grove game. And also I've been keeping eyes on that Seneca Lamar game.
Yeah.
No score there either.
Wow. There's your scores presented by Great Southern Bank. And folks, the band now exiting the field, and a great job again by the Ava Pride Marching Band. And tomorrow they're in band competition out on the road. Wish them the best of luck. Homecoming up next on Cause Radio.
We hit the highways a lot during the sports season, traveling to ball game after ball game, home and away. And the best one-stop shop for fuel, food, and convenience store needs is Signal Food Stores. And if you don't have one already, you've got to get the Signal Rewards Card. Start earning rewards for the purchases you make all the time anyway, and it's easy and free. These points are automatically converted into Signal Cash each night, and you can check your balance online. Signal Food Stores, your one-stop shop for when you're on the go.
You deserve more than a cookie-cutter mortgage. Whether you're looking for your first home or your dream home, the best place to start is Town & Country Bank. Our lenders are here to listen to your needs and help you construct the mortgage that fits you and your new home. We'll be there when you're ready to make your move. Let us build your mortgage solution today. Stop by your local Town & Country Bank or visit us online at tcbanks.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, Smart Mortgage Solutions.
There's a big sale underway at Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance. We're selling our living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture with a
2019 Homecoming Coronation Ceremony.
Ava High School is proud of all of this year's candidates and hopes they have all enjoyed this week's festivities leading up to tonight's main event. Now please give a warm welcome to each candidate and their escort as they are announced. Tonight's crown bearers are Chloe Gerke, daughter of Caleb and Sierra Gerke, and Noah Jones, son of Cody and Rachel Jones. They are being escorted tonight by last year's homecoming queen, Ashton Bewley. Now, tonight's first team candidate is Caden William Ray Myers. Caden is the son of Shane Parker and Darren Myers. Caden is being escorted tonight by Sydney Snelson, daughter of Jason and Heather Snelson. His high school activities include football, FFA, baseball, basketball, and pep club. Caden's favorite high school memory is beating Mount Grove twice in 1 year, including to win the championship game. Caden's plans for after graduation is to attend college and pursue a career in education while continuing to play football at the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, Caden Myers. Our next king candidate is Evan Horn. Evan is the son of Eddie and Jennifer Horn. Eddie is being escorted tonight by Megan Lakey, daughter of Gary and Tammy Lakey. Evan's high school activities include FBLA, FCA, football, baseball, track, and pep club. Evan's favorite high school memory is when James Pefke got in trouble for dancing in the locker room before a football game. Evan's plans after graduation is to finish his schooling at MSU. Ladies and gentlemen, Evan Horn. And our final king candidate tonight is Nate Swafford. Nate is the son of Daniel Swafford and Aaron Swafford, and Brandy Lyons and Ricky Lyons. Nate is being escorted tonight by Reagan Coop, daughter of Ben and Laura Coop. Nate's high school activities include FCA, FBLA, pep club, football, basketball, and track. His advice to underclassmen is hard work is the most important thing. I was once the little freshman that never played. With hard work, God, and a little luck, everything turned out the way it was supposed to. Nate's plans for after graduation is going to further his education in athletics at a good school where he hopes to finish his schooling and become a college football coach. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Swafford. Now, tonight's first queen candidate is Olivia Herford. Olivia is the daughter of Randy and Lee Herford. She's being escorted tonight by Jacob Gillies, son of Justin and Jackie Gillies. Olivia has been involved in volleyball, FCA, FBLA, Trend, Pep Club, NHS, Anchor Club, Student Council, DeComo, yearbook staff, and Compass. Olivia's advice to underclassmen is be nice to everyone. You never know what they are going through. Her plans for after graduating high school: with her associate's degree from Drury University, she will finish her last 2 years at Drury majoring in elementary, early childhood education with hopes to become a preschool or kindergarten teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia Herford. Our next queen candidate is Cameron Lee. Cameron is the daughter of Kirby and Crystal Skiles and the late Chad Lee. Cameron is being escorted tonight by Dylan King, son of David and Michelle King. Her high school activities include captain of the cheer and dance team for 4 years, choir for 4 years, student council 4 years, FBLA 4 years, Trend 3 years, student representative for the school board 1 year, FCA 4 years, Tri-M for a year, track for 2 years, and senior class president. Cameron's advice to underclassmen is the bigger you are, the harder you are to kidnap. So stay safe and eat more. Her plans after graduation are to attend a 4-year college majoring in worship ministry with a minor in communications. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Lee. And our final queen candidate tonight is Albany Wallace. Albany is the daughter of Wesley and Sherry Wallace. Albany is being escorted tonight by Caden Palmer, son of J.D. and Lindy Graham. Albany has been involved in Pep Club for 4 years, Trend for 4 years, Anchor Club for 3 years, NHS for 3 years, and golf for 3 years. Her advice to underclassmen is not everything will be easy, but not everything will be hard. Many things will happen in this life, but they will never define who you are. Albany her plans for after graduation are to attend Oral Roberts University and major in criminal justice. Ladies and gentlemen, Albany Wallace. Let's please give another round of applause for tonight's homecoming candidates. We would also like to thank Blooming Blessings for donating the beautiful flower bouquets for all the Queen candidates tonight. True Brew, Sonic, Pizza Hut, Town & Country, and Ruby Garden for donating gifts for the candidates. And also, thanks to J&S Golf Carts for the use of their golf carts, which our Queen candidates were chauffeured in earlier tonight. Thank you for their outstanding dedication to the Ava School District and the Ava community. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the moment that you have been waiting for, Ava High School's 2019 Homecoming King is Caden Myers. And finally, your 2019 Homecoming Queen, Miss Olivia Herford. Congratulations to all of the candidates and to tonight's winners. The Queen candidates will be available for pictures from the north end of the football field near the restroom facilities. Please be sure to not walk onto the field if you're going to take pictures. We hope that you have enjoyed tonight's 2019 Homecoming Coronation Ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for our court.
How about that, ladies and gentlemen? There they are, Caden Myers, Olivia Herford. Greg Davis taking some pictures, and we'll pop those over onto our Facebook page here in a little while. But we've done that now. We know who the homecoming royalty are. And the announcement, as you heard Ron make, Caden Myers and Olivia Herford, the 2019 homecoming royalty at Ava High School.
There's a big sale underway at Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance. We're selling our living room, dining room, and bedroom furniture with a 15% discount now through the end of October. While you're getting a great deal on furniture, check out our lamps sitting on top of a sewing machine, coffee grinder, ice cream maker, and a wringer washer. And Long Dollar sells pictures, pillows, towels, bedding, and even floral items. That's Long Dollar Furniture and Appliance in the Barn Shopping Center in Ava.
Students striving to be the best in academics, sports, and performing. And when you look for a job after graduation, come to the place that's the best industrial plant around. Emerson Climate Technologies. Working with the best. We want you to come to work with us at Emerson Climate Technologies of Ava.
When it comes to service and maintenance needs of your heating system or air conditioning units, you need to call Ken Thomas and the crew of Thomas Heating and Air. 417-251-1721. And these are the folks famous around Cos Country for no upcharges on nights, weekends, even holidays. Yes, it's true. 417-251-1721. And feel the difference with Thomas Heating and Air.
At Missouri Ozarks Community Health, our Mansfield Clinic is now open each Monday through Friday, beginning at 7 a.m. Nurse practitioners Kathy Damiano and Jacqueline Austin are available available each weekday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. to take care of your medical needs. And no appointment is necessary from 5 to 7 p.m. Our Ava location is also open 7 a.m. Monday through Friday, and walk-ins are welcome each Saturday in Ava from 8 till noon. We're working hard to make your health care more convenient at Missouri Ozarks Community Health, working together to build a stronger, healthier community.
You made some tough choices today, huh? Like which socks to wear or what kind of music to listen to. Well, here's a real tough choice. McDonald's Buttermilk Crispy Tenders or the Buttermilk Crispy Chicken in their signature crafted recipe sandwiches. Choose from specialty flavors like sweet barbecue bacon. Whatever your choice, you get tender, juicy, all white meat chicken. That's Buttermilk Love at participating McDonald's.
Ava High School has a state officer in the FBLA. Senior Reagan Swantish is serving as the FBLA parliamentarian with a focus on membership growth. FBLA has increased in membership by 26 members this year. The Ava High School Future Business Leaders of America is sponsoring the 17th annual Donna Cox Walk on October the 11th. From 5 till 6:30 p.m. at the Ava High School football field.
Well, Greg Davis back in the circuit along with Joe. You're back in the circuit. You got that? Let's do a little feedback there. Find yourselves at halftime. We've announced the royalty. They are Caden Myers, Olivia Herford. You can see some of the pictures that Greg took for us. Now, we don't have the big telephoto lens and stuff like that. Greg, one of these days, going to bring you a big. He's got this monster camera. Cheryl will have to hold the front end of it because it's so long. It takes two people to work it. It's huge. It's a monster, isn't it?
You're getting kind of carried away.
Never been known to get carried away. No, never overstate a thing. I saw somebody post, a friend post office day, and looked at me and says, "Get a little excited about this football, why don't you?" And I looked at him sober and said, "I never get excited about anything has to do with sports. Just don't know how to do that, Greg." Welcome back. By the way, it's good to have you back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Score at the half, by the way. Ava's up 44-0, and Greg made the observation that we were going to be playing a lot of other kids before it's all said and done, and he's right. Now, run some scores. You had some scores that we presented by Great Southern Bank just a little while ago.
I've been checking the scores. No updates. Again, no score of the Cabul Grove game. I was kind of interested to see...
Tyler, if you got around here and listening by any chance, you might run that down, see if you can't push that our way. So
Willow Mountain View, 0 there. Houston, 20-0 there over Houston. And right now, no update on the Lamar Seneca game. Of course, that's being played in the western side of the state, and
a different time zone.
It really is. I think they're playing that in Lamar tonight.
Okay, all right.
Usually they keep on top of that, but they're not tonight.
Boy, halftime scores presented by Great Southern Bank, and don't forget our post-game coaches show with Coach Dan Swafford, presented by Rosanna Proctor at Farmers Insurance. Farmers Insurance located there in the Roberts Center in Ava Mo. You're also listening and watching to our broadcast tonight on tdhmedia.net, streaming live on the interweb, also at kkoz.com, and I think also live on Cars Radio last I checked. By the way, the Cubs and the Cardinals no score at the end of the third, and the Twins leading the Royals, the hapless Royals, in the top of the third in that ball game. 4-1 is the score in that contest, so that's set. And Greg, I think we're going to come out in the middle of the football field and sort things. Seems to me like who's going to get the ball?
Salem will.
Salem will. Our score at the half with Salem about to receive it. It's Ava 44, Salem 0.
The sun always rises. Your dog will always love you, and the tax man always shows up. Certain things in life are always reliable. So when you're ready to talk about life insurance, contact your dependable State Farm agent. After all, you might already count on State Farm to insure your car, and your life insurance is one of the things that matters most. Plus, there might be even more ways to save on your car insurance.
Call David Cody in Ava 683-4141 or in Mansfield 924-3231.
Saying goodbye to a loved one you wanted to be special, wrapped in care and provide comfort to those who remain. I'm Tony Clinking Bear Van Dyne, and at Clinking Bear Funeral Home, We've been helping those we know and love say goodbye with honor and dignity for over 100 years. We are here to serve you and your family.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, let's get ready and play a little Ava Bear football. Second half, homecoming night, and a salute to Caden Myers, Olivia Herford, the Ava Bear football team. First half certainly been a dandy, 44-0. Where are we going next week, Greg? Who are we playing football next week? You by any chance remember that? He's the all-important, never forget anything kind of a guy.
No, let's go to Houston.
Going to go to Houston. All right. Now, that's the quizzical team, if you ask me. Team that sometimes looks pretty good, and then other times you just don't know. Bears going to kick it off. Salem will get the ball. Short kick and off the fingertips of the youngster, and he's hit by Ava. Down he goes. Hard hit. Coming down hard on him. Buffett, I think, though. No, Dylan King came down, planted him. Ball ends up, I think, finally finished at about the 33. So Salem sets up shop, trailing Ava 44-0 as we just get started in the third quarter. Greg, I would hope the clock would run here after we get into quarter number 4, but you have to maintain a certain point spread for that to be. I think that's right. 2 wideouts top, 2 near side. Quarterback Connell in the backfield probably has Camden standing there beside him in a shotgun passing circumstance. He wants to. Up over the top. It is caught out on the edge, and the Bears have good coverage to Dawson Mock. And Mock is really their passing attack weapon, if you will. Mock will receive at the 35. They'll move the chains forward a little bit, Greg. What are you going to give him on that pass play? 2 yards on it, so we'll call it second down and 8. Squirt the ball, 35-yard line. Salem works left to right. They're headed to the north end of this field. No wind whatsoever. Well, there's a little bit in that flag there at the top of the goal. Move for a second. Wide out top side, 2 near side. Lone man stands behind the quarterback, Connell, and that would be the youngster, and he'll end up with the football, runs, and down he goes. That was Camden with it, and the Bears catch him right at the line of scrimmage and take him down. Caden Myers in there in the middle of it all with another outstanding defensive play. Also in there defensively for Ava was Jacob Eastling. Did you give him anything on it?
No gain on the play.
Okay, so we'll call it third down and 2. Salem in trouble. They're down 44-0. What do you say about that? Wide out top, 2 near side. Quarterback Connell with a boy standing beside him. That should be Camden. Back to pass Connell. He'll throw it up over the top. The Bears knocked it down. Almost intercepted by Josh Bray. Got his hands on it, knocks it down. 4th down and 8. Ball at Ava at the 35, and you would think, Greg, they've got to punt the football. No way you want to give the Ava Bears the ball at the 35-yard line. Now, I say that, and then you can't stop them anyway. So they're going to rotate, and it looks like bring in a punting game. If they have one, Greg, maybe that's the question. So Salem will punt it away, and they'll do so from about the 23. Ava will send one man back, and that's probably Nate, who will stand at the 30-yard line. Nate Swafford back there waiting for the punt, and here it comes. Little pressure on. Nate will wait for it. High kick, and will kind of drop it, then pick it up. And it will be at the 30-yard line. Time out on the field. It's Ava 44, Salem 0.
Home Pride Bank is proud to support the Ava Bears. We are also proud to be a full-service bank with a long-standing commitment to customer satisfaction. Our customers are important to us. That's why our lobby is open 6 days a week to help you with all your banking needs. Come experience customer service at its best. Home-owned, home-operated, Home Pride Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Go Bears!
Well, Greg tells me there are a few number changes back there, so work with me as we do our best to find out who's doing what and where and that kind of thing. We'll sort as we go along. Under center for the Ava Bears, one man in the backfield, now a man in motion. Everybody is new. Mendel is in the quarterback. He's going to keep it. Zach steps up. Got running room. Gets a first down. Zach Mendel gets close to the 45-yard line. Did you hear that? So Zach Mendel now comes in to work the quarterback role for the Ava Bears. And Mendel, how many yards you going to get him on that?
About 15 yards.
So a 15-yard run by Zach Mendel, the Ava Bear quarterback, and we kind of thought this was going to happen, and you would expect it. So Ava's going to get a chance to play a lot of different kids. Mendel works as quarterback. Receivers, one to each side. One man is the fullback sort of kind of position, and he's not very large back there. Man in motion. Mendel will have trouble with the snap, and he'll be able to stay and lunge forward a little bit, Greg. I thought he was going to lose behind the line of scrimmage, but he gets past the 45 and ends up gaining maybe a couple of yards. How about that for a busted play? Where are you going to spot that football?
Let's put the ball at the 47-yard line.
So about a yard and a half on that. Call it second down, a long 8. That'll work for us. 7:25 is the biggest enemy that Salem has in the football game. They trail Ava 44-0. You get the meaning of that. The clock will tick down and move up against them as we get deeper in the ball game. Mendel goes under center. The Ava Bears playing a lot of different kids and able to do so, and that's so sweet to be able to do. Mendel wants to keep it on the option. He'll lose yardage. So in that case, Zach will be taken down at the 45, had a pitch back running with him, but did not make the pitch up on the edge. And so with that, we get right back to the line of scrimmage for all practical purposes. 3rd and 10 for Ava, and we'll fall back to the 45. Ava up by 44 points at halftime, and at halftime we proclaim Olivia Herford and Caden Myers, our homecoming royalty. Caden taking a lot of time before he comes to the line of scrimmage. One of the wideouts coming out here is Grady Goss. I can see that. The other up at the top side. Lone man in the backfield is a running back. The halfback's going to get it. He'll go right up the gut and get maybe a yard. Just past the 45 up to maybe the 46 on the carry for Ava. Did you catch who that was, by the way? It was Richards. So it was Richards on the carry. So let's put Richards in the backfield. We saw that a little bit in the ball game against Mountain View Liberty in play last week. So, Greg, if there's one real good thing that comes out of this, is that we get a chance to play a lot of our younger players in a varsity contest with a full half to go, for that matter. So the Bears will punt it away, and this will be the first time tonight we have done that. Standing will be, I'm guessing, Caden Myers at the 30. Lone man back to receive the ball and almost blocked, but Caden gets it away, and it's a big booming kick. Bears have coverage on it. It will bound down and be stopped at the 32. So with 5:30 left, it's Ava 44, Salem 0.
From your late model ride to your classic fixer-upper, where your auto parts specialist is bumper to bumper.
Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts, your local hometown auto parts store. We have batteries, the motor oil, all types of parts and accessories. We carry it at Bumper to Bumper, and we deliver locally free.
From your late model ride to your classic fixer-upper, where your auto parts specialist is bumper to bumper. Bumper to bumper.
In the world of home improvement and hardware supplies, when you know what you're looking for, and even when sometimes you don't, the place where we stop to shop is Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers. And they offer special services like glass cutting, keys, paint color matching, equipment rental, screen repair, and much more. And if there's something you're looking for that we don't have in the store, we can probably get it for you. Open 6 days a week. It's Ava Building Supply, Mansfield Home Centers, where we stop to shop.
On the changeover right there, we take a timeout, so we extend the break just a touch. It is now Salem's ball with 5:16 left to go in the third quarter, 44-0. And by the way, Greg, the clock is moving. Going to hand it off in the backfield, and on the run, carry good for about a yard. I think that's probably Caden on the run. That's Caden Camden. I'm having a hard time with that name for some reason. I want to call him Camden, but Caden's the front part of it. Caden Camden. And that tangles my tongue a bunch. 2nd down and 8. Anymore, it doesn't take much to do that. 4:45 left to go in the third quarter. Ava up 44-0, and we're just letting the clock run. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Snap coming to the quarterback. It's a low snap. He'll get it. He's going downfield with it. Bears have some defenders. There are 2 receivers down there, and they kind of run into one another. Ball was overthrown. Bears have a couple of boys down the football field. They're not very tall. Wyatt Johnson, I think, was one of the youngsters down there trying to play defense. Salem flooded a couple of receivers down to that end, and now it becomes 3rd down and 8 for Salem. in their territory at the 34, in between the 34 and 35. With the clock rolling down, we're getting close to 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Bears, it appears, with a comfortable lead, up 44-0, playing JV freshman, that kind of thing, in the second half. Quarterback back to pass. Little pressure comes on. Reception is made. Good coverage made. Excellent play made out on the edge by Zach Richards. It'll be short of the first down, and Zach was in there to make the defensive play. Job well done by the youngster from Ava. So it becomes fourth down and about a yard, still in Salem territory at the 40, almost 41-yard line. Still, Greg, need about a yard and a half for a first down. But I think they're probably in the understanding mode that Ava's playing its JV club, and so they have a chance to pick this up even though they are deep in their own territory. It will be quarterbacking, I believe, Connell with a youngster. That should be Camden standing beside him, lead a yard. Cornell wants to keep it. Bears had contained. Got loose, though. Quarterback will pick up the first down. Garrett Connell will pick up the first down, getting close to the 45, and they're going to spot it at the 45, and with that, a first down. Now, before you wrinkle your brow, remember that Ava is playing junior varsity and freshman football players out on the football field, and that's just exactly what you want to do. I do notice that Mason Cole in the ball game works up at the top edge for Ava's defense, and also to the near side defending for Ava is Cade Stewart. Two boys that I can see. First and 10. They're going to hand it off to Camden. Bears have him caught. He gets loose, stays on his feet, picks up a first down. Big run for Salem's varsity team playing against our JV, and they'll get to the 44-yard line, move the chains, and get a first down. 44-0. 2:20 left. The clock is running. Unless Salem, of course, cuts it down under a 35-point lead, then the Bears might be encouraged to bring the varsity team back on. I don't think Dan will do that, but we'll wait and see. Still have a quarter to go. They have 2 minutes left to go in this one. That's quarter three. Two wideouts topside, two near side. Quarterback is Connell. He's back to pass. Bears want to put pressure on him. Going down the field, have a receiver open. Mock can't get there. He dove for the ball, but it was overthrown. Dawson Mock. There was pressure being applied by Ava's defense. So the Bears putting a little defensive pressure on right there. Almost got to the quarterback. Mason Heinlein, by the way, trots into the football game. Headed off the football field is Jacob Lakey, who will come and sit down. So with 1:30 left to go in the third quarter, Salem, third quarter, Salem with a 2nd and 10, ball at the 44-yard line. There, Connell at quarterback, heads back to pass again. He'll get it open up in the flat. Bears have contained. Youngster gets away on his feet, could go for a touchdown. Matter of fact, he's going to. Touchdown out on the edge. It is Luke Campbell. Is that who that is? Did I see that right, Greg? I'm trying to catch that up on the top edge. Luke Campbell on the catch.
Yards.
So it is how many yards on that?
44 yards.
A 44-yard pass play, and that will go from Connell to Campbell. We're going to call it that way, and I'm not seeing out there on the edge very well. Need my glasses worked on, searching for someone to do that. 1:09 left to go in the third quarter, so Salem finally scores in the ball game against JV players for Ava. And, Greg, to be honest with you, that's the only reason they score.
Yes.
Only reason. And so with that, we're going to pull it within, well, a 44-6 score. 1:09 left to go in the third quarter. Of course, Salem going to go for two here and maybe force the clock off in the rest of the ball game. So the quarterback wants to run to the top side. He will score. So the two-point conversion is there. And at the 1:09 mark of the third quarter, we have to get back to playing the old-fashioned way. Well, no, we don't. Not yet. It's Ava, 44, Salem, 8.
Hey guys, this is Trish Waterston with Show Me Real Estate. We are so excited that we have expanded and now have offices located in Mansfield and in Ava to serve this area better. And if you are thinking of selling your place, now is a good time as any. We pride ourselves on how we market our property, whether it's a farm, land, residential, in-town, or commercial building. We use a variety of tools to bring awareness to potential buyers of the property that you want to sell. Visit either Show Me Real Estate location Monday through Friday or on Saturday mornings, and someone will be there to assist you. That's Show Me Real Estate, serving the entire southwest Missouri area.
Salem puts together a 68-yard drive at the 1:09 mark of the third quarter of play. 44-8 is our score. Still a 35-point, 36-point margin, Greg, so I'd be curious to see if they push the clock and get it rolling again. And Ava playing with their junior varsity club starting at the beginning of the third quarter. Ava will pick the football up at the 20 to the 25, squirt around a little bit, keep running right there. And it is Nate Swafford back there who is running for Ava at this point in time on the specialty team stuff, and that probably makes a lot of sense. And so we have 50 seconds and counting, 44-8, quarter number 3. The clock is running. Greg, you have the score, too, picked up from the Great Southern scoreboard, if you would, please.
Mountain Grove and Kabul 12, Mountain Grove 0. Seneca, Lamar 8 all.
Okay.
And at halftime, Mountain View 21, Willow 6.
That's interesting. 44-8 our score right here. Ava Bears playing junior varsity players in the second half, allowing Salem to drive 68 yards to score. Now our offense is up, set, and it'll be Mendel in the backfield. And before we can get the ball snapped, we have some kind of procedure call against Ava. We did. Just kind of bear with us here. These kids are in here, and these kids are in here playing against Salem's varsity football team.
Yeah, and these boys are big.
And they are. And this quite a... It's a good thing, actually, as long as we don't get anybody hurt or anything like that. 13 seconds left in the third quarter. So instead of a 1st and 10, we're now 1st and 15. And the ball will move back close to the 24, it looks to me like. 29 is where we tried to start this little adventure. Wideouts, one split to each side. I believe Zach Mendel works at quarterback. Mendel wants to keep it on the pitch. We throw it on the ground. Salem will recover. Or did we get back on it? Scramble for the ball. Salem wants to get it. Ava wants to get it. Who's going to come out of it? The pitch was not good Salem football. So the Tigers will take over. We've run out a quarter. And again, remember, this junior varsity run out a quarter. Our score, Ava 44, Salem 8.
MR Ranch LLC Trash Service, serving Douglas County and surrounding counties. Services are $20 a month. We accept cash, check, credit card, online, etc. Bags need to be 35 gallons or smaller and a 5-bag limit per week. To get on a route or to check service, please call 417-683-3057. That's 683-3057 for MR Ranch LLC Trash Service. Give us a call so we can haul. It's Jim's Body Shop. The name you know, the people you trust when it comes to auto body repair services or giving you a tow anytime, day or night. And who hasn't locked their keys in their car? I've used them to help me out there too. 683-4609. That's 683-4609 for Jim's Body Shop. We're there when you need us, and we're proud to support Ava Athletics.
A little bit of a fumble on the pitch play, giving Salem the football deep in Ava territory at the 15-yard line. Salem, the only score in the third quarter, 68-yard drive playing against Ava's JV ball club. Now the quarterback waiting for the snap will take it, kicks it to the big scat back to the outside, comes Camden to the corner. He's going to almost fumbled. Ava's recovered the football. Ava falls on it at the 10-yard line. Camden had the edge. Caden Camden out on the corner, but the Bears popped him. The ball came out, and Ava recovers. And, Greg, that's okay by me. So Ava will get the football off the fumble after we fumbled it. So we'll have the ball at the 10 and reset the offense and try this thing again.
Well, you know it's only fair they took the ball away from us.
I think that,
so we're taking it back.
I think that's a great job done by the junior varsity defense. And with that now, we have the football. So let's see, does Mendel stay in the quarterback? And my eyes kind of working to try to look out on the football field and get that sorted. And we'll just kind of wait and see who it's going to be. Everybody looking down at their little wristband to get the call and know what it is. And we're up under center, and that is Zach Mendel quarterbacking for Ava. I think Richards in the backfield for the Ava Bears. Mendel's going to quarterback sneak right up the middle for 3 yards. Nearly on that, at least by the way it looks like. Greg, that's not a bad quarterback sneak if you want to know the truth. So about for 4 yards, we're going to say. We'll call it 2nd and 6. And the clock continues to march down. That's what we really want. 10:45. We need to pick up a couple of first downs if we can. And that certainly would help us just to drain the clock. 44-8 is your score. There is no question about the outcome of the football game. It's just how many points Salem is able to rack up against Ava's junior varsity club. And they did get 8 points off of a 68-yard drive in quarter number 3. Now the Bears rotating players in. The clock's going to run. We're all right on that. Mendel gets back under center. Snap that ball, and we do. Handoff is to the fullback, and there's not a lot there. I think that's Richards who runs with the football. Now, Zach's not very big. If you just look at the size, Mendel is almost twice the size, not really, but much larger than Richards is. And so with that, we lost a couple of yards. It's a yard, rather. 3rd down and 7. Greg, almost 8 for us right here. Ball at the 13. So the Ava Bears will move on and play Houston next week. That'll be a road game for us. Get back out on the road after 2 road games at Mountain Grove and Mountain View. We come home for homecoming and just beat the tar out of Salem. No other way to say that. What do we do? Going to dive it. There's Mendel with a keep. Running right up the middle on the carry. It'll be a first down. I think that's a new quarterback. Let's see who that's going to be. Come up out of the pile. Up out of the pile for the Ava Bears, Greg. Who is that? I think that's an Ava Bear first down. Was that, well, I'm not certain who's back there. I got to sort and find him. Wyatt Johnson. Thank you, sir, very much. So put Wyatt's name in there. I've got help, and I need help more than you'd ever believe. So Wyatt Johnson picks up the first down. That was a nice-looking run by Wyatt. There he is. That was a 1. I was looking for an 11, and that wasn't going to work. Wyatt Johnson on the carry. First down for the Ava Bears, 8:47 in counting. And the clock, well, no, it's not the clock. It's the whistle that blows. And it is a procedure call against Ava. Let me again say, we're playing with a mismatch, and that's not a bad thing, of junior varsity, maybe some varsity or freshman players in there mixed in with your varsity club as we play against Salem's pretty much varsity team. 8:44 remaining of the football game. Bears will have 5 yards tacked on to because of the procedure call, and it becomes 1st and 15. Where are you going to put that ball, Mr. Davis?
Put the ball at the 20-yard line. Need to go to the 36 for a first down.
Eyes are working much better than mine tonight. Now, thank you, sir. What do? We're going to hand it off. Nope, Johnson wants to keep. He'll get behind a blocker. He'll get the 5 yards back. Almost 6 yards on the carry. Tell you what, that youngin', who is 145 pounds, he's 5'4", he's a freshman, and running very well. Wyatt Johnson, the quarterback now. Wide outs to the top side, one to the near side. The near side wide out is Jesse Buffett. I can see that one, so I'll use that. And under center will be Wyatt Johnson for Ava. In the backfield for the Bears, I think, is Zach Richards. So there's your set. We're 2nd and 10 with 7:45 left to go in the ball game. Ava up 44-8. Johnson wants to keep. Salem's got a hold of his jersey, and now they throw him back for, well, I think we got to the line of scrimmage, did we, Greg? Maybe a yard beyond it. Less, yeah. So it's 3rd down and 8. Very long. 8. Almost short 9. 7. Kent's going, nah, something like that. So we'll accept it. We'll call it 3rd down and 8.
Actually, short 9, long 8.
44-8 is your score. Ava just completely dominated Salem. They scored at will, passing the football, running the football, pitch plays on the edges, just everything really, really looking good in the first half. Now playing junior varsity, freshmen, etc. And this is great practice for us. It is a give right up the gut. That's probably Richards. I think Zach Richards on the run. That was a pretty good run for Zach right there. It does become, however, 4th down. It will be a punting circumstance for the Ava Bears. But, Greg, we also ate up a good amount of the clock. 6:40 left to go in the ball game. Ava, with the victory, will move to 5-0 on the season. They'll go on the road and play. You know, at the beginning of the year, the Houston team was the team that I thought, man, we really have to be careful of. Of course, we knew Thayer was going to be good, and they are knock you off your socks good this year. Ava Bears will face Houston next week, and then we'll do probably something like Thayer. High snap, kick is away by Caden, and it's a dandy. Myers with a good kick, bounds down inside the 30 and gets out of bounds at about the 25. Timeout on the field. Ava 44, Salem 8.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. After all, it's where we got our start more than 90 years ago. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build a policy your farm deserves. Hi, this is Jana Loge. Come see us at 902 Springfield Road or give us a call at 683-4751.
American Family Insurance.
Ava Bear football team with the advantage over Salem on homecoming night. The score is 44-6 with 6:05 left to go in the ball game. And some of the folks, for some reason, are headed to the fences. Greg, why would you want to do that? 6:05 left. We're trying to keep the clock moving, and once we get the ball snapped, it'll go back into play. It's still that 35-point rule in play.
Are you missing me up here?
I'm missing you up here. I sure am glad to have him back, though. Caleb Johnson sticks his in. Yeah, you need to come see how he does this. Come on in, Caleb. Caleb Johnson sticking his head in the window. Come on up. We want him to see this now. Salem will pitch it to the top side. Bears do a good job on contain up on the edge. That was an excellent job of defense right there. And with that, maybe a yard or so. Greg, just write that down and start showing Caleb how you do this. Let him see your pages. And he was on the right track last week at Mountain View Liberty. 5:40 and counting. 44-8 is our score, and Greg's kind of letting him in. Caleb Johnson is the future stat man for the Ava Bears, we think, when Greg and Joe decide to retire in the year 2088. 5:25 left to go. Handoff, and I think Salem has also changed some of their kids, and with the run right up the middle of the ball, we'll get past the 35, right to it, and the clock will continue working. How's your week?
Good. How's your
Do anything significant? Did you play baseball?
Yeah.
He did. Did you win? Did you have a scrimmage game or anything?
Yeah, we scrimmage each other.
Oh, scrimmage against one another. That's kind of like hitting on one another in football. Caleb Johnson, who has done a great job for us over the last couple of weeks, kind of looking in and watching what Greg does. He's going to stay with us. Stays along. I'll put the microphone on him and he'll do the play-by-play. Handoff past the 40 to the 42, and Salem will move the chains and pick up a first down. Bears completely dominated the football game. On the first play of the game, Nate Swafford ran 53 yards for a touchdown. Period. 6-0. Then the Bears a 72-yard drive, then a 45-yard drive. At the end of one, they were up 22-0. The second half, a 53-yard drive, a 53-yard drive, a 68-yard drive, and the halftime score 44-0. Now Salem 1st and 10, going to dive it right up the middle. It's a pretty good run past the 45, close to the 46. As Ava, of course, playing with very young kids, and I think Salem also, Greg, is rotating some of their kids in and out. Maybe, well, they are some of their kids that are along the line of scrimmage, not necessarily varsity players. Under 4 minutes left. 44-8 our score. Greg Davis returns to the booth, and Cheryl's sitting there right next to him. Boy, isn't this nice. 2nd down and 5. Pitch play, topside. Bears in the backfield. Break it up. Great defensive play coming in to smash that down. Was that Jacob McGinnis? Was that McGinnis who made the stop? Look at him. I think it was McGinnis that made the play for Ava. And a great job. It is 3rd down and 4. Boy, Greg, you see the way he came on. Took him to the ground. That was beautiful. So, 3:20 and counting. Caleb, when's the last time we were 5-0? Been a few years. Not that many. It's been a few, but nice to see. Dive play right up the middle, and that's kind of what you want to do if you're Salem, and they're going to pick up a first down. They just bowl over us when you get right down to it. Caleb Johnson down at College of the Ozarks. I saw him hit. Was it your first hit of the season? He double. First at bat, got a double. I saw that. Watching on some kind of a pitch. I think Mom was throwing these off on Facebook, and I saw that. So I'm also pitching out there. Did you go 3 innings? That went 3 innings. His first scrimmage game against Northern Arkansas. Not the University of. Don't get me wrong there, but still. 1st and 10, 45, Salem with the ball. They've moved into Ava territory. 2:29 left to go in the contest. Man comes in motion, and the dive going to go right up the middle. They've been successful with this. They're kind of pounding on us at this moment. And, Greg, when you're down by, 44-8, you really don't worry too much about that. You just don't. It becomes now 2nd down, and you're going to say 5 or 6. What are you going to say? going to say 5 or 6.
Five.
He's going to say 5. And it's a long 5, Caleb. Not a short 5, it's a long 5. Ball at the 41. Ava on defense. Ava's varsity club kind of finished things off at halftime, 44-0 at that point. And we've been playing youth since then, and that's a good thing to be able to do. 1:45 left to go in the ball game. Tigers going back to pass. They've changed their quarterback. Lob it down the field, wide open, touchdown coming. Right there. Out on the edge for the touchdown. And was that Newman? Was that a 9 or a 6? I'm trying to see that. Guys, help me out with that. It's an 8. Well, I was close. It was James, Tristan James, with a touchdown. So James will get the touchdown for how many yards, Greg?
About 40 yards.
So a 40-yard pass play from their quarterback, and I'm not certain who that is either because they've changed that up. And I'm thinking it might have been Fisher. So James to Fisher, I'm just going to say, so I can write something down at the 137 mark. And they're going to go for 2 right up the middle and got it. So the 2-point conversion will kill the mercy clock with 1:37 left. Our score, it will be Ava 44, Salem 16.
Century Bank of the Ozarks is your hometown community bank with full-service locations in Gainesville, Ava, Theodosia, and Bakersfield. We offer a full line of personal checking and saving account options as well as a variety of corporate and business banking solutions. Our experienced lenders at Century Bank of the Ozarks specialize in residential, consumer, commercial, and agricultural lending. Since 1894, Century Bank of the Ozarks has maintained its reputation of friendly service and quick local decision-making. Stop in and let our friendly staff introduce you to our banking products. Century Bank of the Ozarks, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, the mercy clock is no longer in play. So long as you're up by 35 points, the clock just keeps running. But Ava made the choice, and it was the right choice, Greg. You get in there and play all the kids you can. That allowed Salem to put together the length of that drive on the
length of that drive for the Salem Tigers was 73 yards.
So 73 yards Salem drive. All of this coming with Ava's freshman junior varsity playing. Salem's made some changes as well to their credit, and that's a good thing. Ball's kicked along the ground. We're going to pick it up at the 35, 34, and stay on our feet past and near to midfield. About the 46, looks like, where the ball will be spotted. 1:33 left to go in the ball game. And Ava will come out playing offense of a sort. We'll see who's going to be positioned where. And, Greg, the neat thing about this, we get to play everybody. And that is so good in the varsity football season when you get to ball games, and this is the second game in a row now, and we're going into prevent right here, looks to me like. It will be Wyatt Johnson under center. And we have everybody standing back. This is just designed to kill the clock. 1:33 left to go in the game. Bears have 1st and 10 at the 46. We'll get 3 plays, and it's over. So wait for the snap. And there it is, and now the clock will start to roll. So the Bears snap the football, and the clock starts to spin down. If Salem wants to call their timeouts, of course they can, but what's the point of that? 44-16 is your score. Rebroadcast this ball game 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll also get you that football across cause country out in front of that. And probably a little homecoming stuff in the middle, I would think, since it is homecoming night. And congratulations, Olivia Herford and Caden Myers, our homecoming royalty. Now the clock is our friend without a doubt. 2nd down and about 11. We'll take a knee here and should be able to spin it out pretty close to it. So with 50 seconds left, we'll snap it one more time. 44-16 going to be the final score in the ball game. I'm just going to write that down. I'm confident in that, Greg. I'm going to write that down right there. As Ava will pick up the homecoming win over Salem. We'll do a quick job, Greg, if you'll give me a quick summary after we get done with this. We'll get the, I'll get the wrap first. We'll do a quick summary, see if we can get Coach up here. And that way I can get you guys out of here as quickly as possible. That work for you? You give me a summary and we'll get you down the road. 15 seconds, there's the snap. This game's in the book. Ladies and gentlemen, the final score of this football game is Ava 44, Salem 16.
Hello, this is Tim Reese, pastor at Ava General Baptist Church. As you are cheering on the Bears, I'd like to encourage you to get involved in a local community of believers. We have services at the Ava General Baptist Church Sunday mornings at 8:30 a.m. and 10:45 a.m. and on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. and would love to have you join us. Whether it's our church or another church, Just don't sit on the sidelines, get in the game. And may God bless all the players, coaches, and this community.
It was a great night of homecoming football at Ava High School. The Ava Bears take on the Salem Tigers, and it was a night when you could set off the fireworks and celebrate. First off, Caden Myers, Olivia Herford, your homecoming royalty. Broadcast you heard on Cause Radio Live. By then, the game was over. Ava had a halftime lead of 44-0. And the first play of the game, Nate Swafford runs 53 yards for a touchdown. Sets the tone. Missed the extra point, but we go up at the 11:07 mark by a score of 6-0. Then we will turn around and get the ball back, and we just simply stifled the offense of Salem. We drive 72 yards, a 23-yard run by Josh Bray with the extra point, good for 2, and the Bears go up 14-0. Then the Bears will have a 45-yard single play pass from Nate Swafford to Josh Bray. The extra point is good for 2, and at the end of the first quarter, Ava is up 22-0. Then the Bears, starting off the second quarter, it will be Spencer Skiles a 53-yard drive, 14-yard run by Skiles for the touchdown. And at the 8:50 mark, the Bears are up 28-0. Then a pass play from Swafford to Skiles, 48 yards, finishing off a 53-yard drive. The Bears are up 36-0 at the 5:42 juncture. And then we'll have a pass play from Swafford to Bray, 30 yards, a 68-yard drive. 2 points are good, and the Bears at halftime are out 44-0. They will put in their junior varsity and varsity, allowing Salem to score 1 touchdown in the third and 1 in the fourth. So the final score in the book, 44-16, but a huge win for Ava going on the road at Houston next Friday night. On this Friday evening, way to go, Olivia Herford and Caden Myers, our homecoming royalty, and more so to the Ava Bears, defeating Salem. Final score, 44-16 for Cause Sports. I'm Joe Cora.
Hey, this is Tammy from MS Propane. Fall is here, days are getting shorter, and that means cooler weather is on its way. Now's the time to get those tanks set and filled up. Check with MS Propane for all of your tank set and fill-up needs. Locally owned and locally operated. Call today at 417-683-5300. MS Propane, heating the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Davis, you got your thumbs worked, you got your fingers worked, got you all added up. You want me to chat for a minute or two? Are you ready to go? He's over there. Look at that book. By the way, Caleb Johnson comes up to look at his book because you really need to see it to see how Greg does it. It's a great spin out of this. He's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Davis Auto Sales, autosbydavis.com is available 24 hours a day. Work in the office tomorrow? Somebody going to be there? Going to be there in the morning?
Just be there in the morning. And Autos by Davis, you can go there right now. You can find pictures, description, prices. You're going to see the Carfax. And hey, if you don't see something today on there, what you're looking for, go back in a couple days. I'm changing that out constantly. We're getting new stuff in every few days, so keep checking it out.
Greg's hands are going like he's just coaching a football team as he talks about this. Give me a run.
Hey, your Bears got 8 first downs to 7 to the Salem Tigers. Penalties, we got to work on that. 7 penalties for 60 yards. A turnover, 2 fumbles. Didn't hurt anyone in the second half. Your Bears have 1, Tigers have 1. Rushing, 252 yards for your Bears. Passing, 154 for 406 total yards in the game. For the Tigers, 71 on the ground through the air, 125 for 196. Individual stats, Nate Swafford had a great night tonight. 7 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown. And one of that touchdown was the first play from scrimmage as he will go 53 yards for the touchdown to set the Bears on the roll. Josh Bray, 3 carries for 44 yards and a touchdown. Caden Myers, 7 carries for 38 yards. Spencer Skiles, 3 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown. Zach Mendel, 4 carries for 19 yards. Zach Richards, 3 carries for 5 yards. Wyatt Johnson. Now, we got to see some future Bears here tonight in the second half. 3 carries, 22 yards to finish out the Bears, 252 yards on the ground. Through the passing, Nate Swafford was perfect tonight. He was 5 for 5 for 154 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2 of those going to Josh Bray. He has 2 catches for 75 yards, both of them touchdowns. And how about Mr. Skiles? Spencer Skiles?
Yeah.
1 catch for 48 yards, and that's a touchdown. But Zach Mando had a good night, too. 2 catches, 31 yards for Ava's 154 yards. What a night for your Ava Bears.
Coming in the door, by the way, on cue, is Coach Dan Swafford, and I'll turn that one down right there. Dan will come in. He's got his Coke in hand. Aaron's there in the back watching. We're smiling for some reason. I can't imagine why we're smiling. Wow.
Yeah.
That okay, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Now, first question is, and first, I know you were crushed that Nate was not homecoming king.
I'm okay with that. He represented us well.
Aaron, I know you didn't get to hear the pregame show. We talked about which one he preferred. He had a young lady and a young man homecoming royalty, and JC won with hands down. It was no hesitation at all. It was that beautiful young lady and not his son. I'm going to start with that, because you're going to have to live that down eventually, young man. Congratulations,
well, thank you very much.
That was nice, wasn't it?
It was.
All right, did it surprise you?
Yeah, I didn't know we'd get up on them that fast, and, we had the first play of scrimmage took us to the goal line, so that's always nice.
Yeah. What was that play, anyway?
Quarterback sneak.
I know that, but, I mean, were you surprised that there was just nothing there after the initial push through?
Well, it just kind of catches people off guard. Nobody thinks about that, and it was a good call by Casey to just do something real simple to kind of keep them focused down on the inside.
See, I had Caden with the ball. It took me a second to realize that's not Caden, because I thought we certainly have to hand it off to big fullback first play. And so Merrifield gets credit for that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, big star by that. Very good. This game itself, by the time you get to halftime, is over from a practical standpoint. I mean, we play JV kids and everything like that. What did you tell these kids at halftime?
Well, that they needed to go hard. A lot of times injuries happen when you start going easy.
Okay.
Easy.
All right.
And that's my biggest fear, is just going out there and being lackadaisical, and they hurt themselves. And so
we came out of this okay? Oh, there's feedback. Well, we can take care of that real quick. Here's what we're going to do. What he's hearing, what's driving him nuts, folks, is he's listening to the delay in the actual audio. Okay. He thought it was killing us, but it's killing him. Yeah. Greg lives with it the entire ball game. No wonder Greg walks around like this most days. So we get to halftime. We have this huge lead. You get to play a lot of other kids, a lot of kids in the second half. What do you think of their efforts?
Well, it's good. I was real happy with them. There's a few little things that we got to get better at, and just we had that guy down, tackled, and we just didn't get it done.
Okay.
And that's a mentality thing, and that's what those young kids have to push through that. And then the long pass play, we just got caught looking in the backfield there, and that's something you learn through experience, and we just got to get better at that. But now there was a lot of good things, and from those young guys I thought Wyatt decided he was going to be a quarterback tonight.
Okay.
He got up in the hole, and I was real proud of how he was doing things.
One of the things that I noticed here is that at the 2 weeks now we've had these kids in there, and they're beginning to get a little confidence now as they start to do some things.
Well, yeah, that's what we want. We want kids to gain experience. We want them to have fun, and that's what I like to see, is those older kids over there on the sideline cheering for those younger kids, and that means a world to them, and it does for us, and it just builds our program, and I like that.
I got to ask you this: where's this passing game coming from all of a sudden?
Well,
isn't that nice?
Everybody talks about how all we do is run the ball, but we were able to pass it, and we're very effective. I know Casey called one play, that first touchdown pass. They happened not to have their corner in.
Okay.
So that free safety goes running over there to guard the corner, and Coach Barrett says, perfect play. They don't have a safety, because we just happened to call that play. We had no idea that was going to happen at the time, and it was just, just kind of a little luck thing, but it sure did look good.
One of the things we've talked about over the last couple of years, Dan, and now we're certainly seeing it here, is that we're preventing the defenses with some really things to scratch their heads about. Because if they focus on this, we'll do this to them. if they focus on this, we'll do. This is tough to defend, isn't it?
Well, that's the idea of it. Then when the flex bone's rolling, things are good. In fact, I came up with a little saying: when the leaves start turning, the triple option starts churning. And that's kind of what it went tonight.
This is a Swaffordism. Can you say that twice? Can you remember it?
Oh,
and
yeah.
say it. Let me hear this again. This is, ladies and gentlemen, our first Swaffordism of our night's broadcast.
When the leaves start turning, the triple option starts churning.
We're going to have to use that on the air several times. Dan, a great night for football.
Yes.
Now you get ready for a road trip to Houston. This is a quizzical team.
Oh, absolutely. They honestly, they scare me about as much as anybody. They've got a coach over there, Coach Brookshire. He coached here 1 year with us when I first came to Ava.
Okay.
And we have became lifelong friends now. And I just think the world of him. And since he's been working over there, they are getting bigger, faster, and stronger. He kind of knows what I like to do, and so it kind of
makes you nervous.
Makes me a little nervous. And,
okay.
They're a team that they will play us as good as anybody. They always do. They defend us well, and they play hard, and they play physical. And I know they've had some injuries, and that's what's going on with them. So I anticipate them getting healthy, and they'll be ready to play. And so we have to be ready to play.
Dan, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Great job. Really great job. Keep up the good work, young man. What was that? Leaves turning, something like. We'll have to work on that. Aaron, very proud of you. Keep him in shape. Don't let him get the big hit. Guys, thank you very much.
The forensic analyst searched for clues to the house fire.
Could that be
Starch? Suddenly it came together. The fire was started by
an over-microwaved potato?
Covered, July 25th, 2015. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Come see me, Rosanna Proctor, Farmers Insurance, located at 916 Springfield Road in Ava.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Once upon a time, there was a sleepy bear in search of a place to nap. Like the inside of a car. A coupe? Too small. An SUV? Too big. A station wagon? Just right. But as his eyelids began to get heavy. Covered it. September 30th, 2013. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Come see me, Rosanna Proctor, Farmers Insurance, located at 916 Springfield Road in Ava.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.